So last time we played, there was that whole emergency conclave with the Karl Franz and the rest of the Elector counts, threatening the Emperor with being voted out and replaced, which eventually led to a whole bunch of strong attitudes, I would say, and culminated with the Graf pulling his sword out and attacking or striking at the Emperor, and in the process shattering Gul Maraz, the artifact that can't be broken. After a bit of shock and dismay, everybody sort of went to their own corners and so forth. And at least some of you in the group were thinking, hey, that's obviously this thing's not the real thing, or there's a problem with it, or there's some other effect on it, or whatever. And then you were approached by Quintus. I think it was Quintus at the end. Yeah, Quintus Fassbender pulled some of you aside and had the same theory, with the claims that he thinks he might know where the real Gul Maraz is. At least in theory he does. So it is later that evening. You guys have retired to your respective corners with the Heimers versus the Altdorfs, and are otherwise free to do what you want. The castle itself is in lockdown. The town is in a bit of chaos. Mindenheimers are preparing to leave in the morning to return to Mindenheim in preparation of war, and Altdorf is starting to build up defenses and so forth, while a few notable scholars are otherwise discussing things, at least with you guys.
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Is there any way to prevent this?
Prevent what?
The war. George, the learned one.
Yeah, across the town, the shards of Gul Maraz have been left in the Grand Cathedral for prayer and guidance from Sigmar. The general news hasn't been made public, but it only took minutes before rumors started floating around town. In the Dockland regions and districts, agitators are starting to stir up angry mobs. Sigmarite zealots demand that Graf Boris and Ulrich be punished. Even though they're a little bit unclear as to what the problem or why specifically, but whatever it is, they're blaming it on the Ulrichs. Revolutionaries are urging the poor to expose the true face of their rulers by tearing down the palace and instituting a People's Republic. The town watch is out in full force, supported by the less than subtle thuggery of the Citizens Vigilance Committee, beating up anybody who would cause problems and issues out on the streets. The Knights Panther are walking around the town in force, ensuring the mobs don't trouble the capital's more wealthier areas, I'll say, trying to protect the wealthy. And the general expectation is that you from Altdorf or from Mindenheim will be heading out with the delegation heading back to Mindenheim.
Can I get a chance to view the shards up close and in person?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you can head over to the temple and take a look at those.
Where's Dwarf at?
For guidance.
Where is Dwarf at?
Where's the Dwarf?
I was going to get to that eventually.
We need to get to him. Well, you can get access to him.
I have it.
Chaos Dwarf?
Yeah.
Escorted back to the prison?
All right.
You want to interrogate him?
I want to know why he went from agitated to calm as soon as Gul Maraz was destroyed.
That's what I was going to ask him as well. I had the same sensation, though, through the Nil of Aquinas. It was having the same sympathies.
Have you been around an artifact before with the nail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did it react that same way?
No, I've never had this react this way to anything.
I will be praying to the shards of Gul Maraz.
So you're going to the temple?
Yep.
Okay.
Wasn't technically his sword also a religious relic?
The rune thing? No,
Yeah.
it's a symbol of office. I mean, it's an artifact as such. It's a ceremonial one.
Okay, but it's not like a holy ordained.
No. Gul Maraz is like the artifact of artifacts.
Right, but so now is my hammer though through the having the nail imbued into it.
Your hammer is an artifact. It doesn't have a long, extensive history.
Sure. No.
I mean, the stones he carries has more of a history along those lines. But those are artifacts on the order of a few hundred years versus Gul Maraz is 2,500.
Yeah. I get it.
Okay, and they naturally, the more they're believed in, like the gods, the stronger they become.
Okay.
We have no pull with the Emperor, correct?
I think
Is that the Emperor?
I want to try. I'm going to try to approach very strongly to what's his name, Heinrich,
Okay.
because I want him to get us to see the prince.
Okay. You're going to talk to the Heinrichs.
Yes.
Okay. You guys are going to the temple. Sorry, go ahead.
Is there any kind of magic wizard that can create such a powerful illusion?
Yeah.
Do you think they would have such access to instead of
George did it.
It's a metal. Hey, it's a metal hammer.
For the last 5 years, I've been playing the long game. George's character since day one has been the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, he believes it.
Yeah.
Sure.
No convincing needed.
I won't be surprised.
All right, so go back to the temple. I'm going to interrogate the dwarf.
Well, he's not at the temple. He's being sent to the prison at Altdorf.
as a player, as a character, that's what I asked. It's as far as I know, the Great College is the only college that has access to that level of magic.
Okay.
I think.
Are we
You're the
effectively
wizard, though.
have our gear back?
Yeah, you have all your gear.
Well,
I mean, depending on what you're going to do. If you're going to go march up to the Emperor, you probably won't have your gear. But if you want to wander the city, you can.
Well, there's
What is it you want?
claiming that
I
was
was just wondering how it's like taking all of my backpack.
Right, the librarian dude.
Yeah, librarian.
How about you, Andy?
Somebody needs to talk to him.
You're at the temple from the sake of playability. So you're not just sitting there listening for another game. The priests of Shalia have tended to your wounds. You are crispy and crackly, but able to move with minimal pain. And the prayers and everything will heal over the next week or so, and so forth.
And they gave me this really cool thing of chapstick, guys. Just
right.
You just sit all day long, like as he's talking, just staring at you.
Really
comfortable.
Really, they took one of those beer barrels, cleaned it out, and filled it with chapstick. They said, just rub this on yourself every few hours.
He has to have somebody rub it on him.
Yep.
That's right. Priests are really good at doing that.
He's grab handfuls and throw it at him.
This is great.
Yeah.
Talk with Frederick about your daily administration.
Yeah. I'll
I'll put it on my hammer and apply it liberally.
Too bad heal is an advanced skill. None of it can train it if it's not already on our list. You have it, right? You have it. There you go.
I told you, priests are good at it.
Both of you.
rubs the lotion on the skin again.
I'm a
I
decent
hate
level
that
of
the
heal.
priests are the ones with heal skills.
Puts the lotion on her, gets those again.
You don't know pain.
Anyways, so what are you thinking you want to do, Ben?
I don't know.
Okay, so you retire to your room and sit there and sulk.
Sure.
Andy, what would you like to do? You've heard rumors that something bad went down at the conclave, and now the town has gone from 10 as far as agitation to about 15 on a scale of 12.
And I'm still considered a med timer, so that works out well.
Right?
Yeah, but they can't recognize me because I'm covered in burn scars. Okay.
What is that?
You're just burned with blue fire.
It's that movie. Keep going.
Are you working on stealthiness stuff?
I'm not. I'm going straight to the source. If anything, I'm going to be making this 15 he's talking about. I'm either going to bring it down or I'm going to fucking skyrocket straight in.
Oh, then I'll go right
He's
with you.
very stealthily going right to the Emperor.
Yeah, I'm right to the
Right
trying
with
to.
you.
Listen, Emperor, I'm an elf.
I gingerly put on all my armor and accompany you.
Okay.
The two of us that
Here,
have
crackle,
the
crackle,
two people
play.
with absolutely no diplomacy skill
Correct.
are going
Do any
straight
of
for the
us have
emperor.
any diplomacy skills?
Yes.
He doesn't have any diplomacy skill. His luck won't allow it.
True words. True
Fuck!
words.
That's why it needs to overdevelop.
Yep.
Fuck you, Brutus.
George, what would you like to be doing?
Well, I guess I'll talk
Take
to
this
the
as the person
person
who
that
did that.
supposedly knows where the real hammer is.
Okay. That
93 dodge.
That would be Quintus. He is a scholar
Okay.
and has at least some things in common with you as far as education and so forth.
Yes, I love that.
Like this fat spider. The only note I wrote was that. But I don't know. I'm sure you remember him.
Yep.
Good looking dude.
I mean, I can't put any points.
Yes, he's not that good. This fits right tier 4. Actually, he's fucking. Whoever this dude is creepy.
You want to talk, Matt?
What?
Jan Zuntermein.
Yeah.
He's a creepy though.
What?
He's creepy.
Because you don't have
He's got the crazy hair.
That's right.
Well, his face too. The picture has him look.
Wait a minute.
It reminds me of Dennis.
Does he have eyeballs?
Why do I have a 44 fill out there? That's not right.
Call back to request.
That's right.
Why do I have
In the
I-
in the Cthulhu game,
Did
they-
you reroll
the
your
group
stat?
came to the conclusion
No.
real quick that if they didn't have eyes, then they must be the bad guys.
That's right.
Because I had handed out pictures for all the NPCs, and the two people that turned on them turned out the eyes in the pictures were just like black holes on a sketch. So if I hand them a picture now that doesn't have eyes,
die.
then obviously the group's just going to kill them.
Hey, it was really nice to meet you. What do you mean? Bang. Okay. Moving on.
Okay, that should be a 39, not a 44. Why is it 44?
Okay.
Let me check all my stuff.
Okay, so you guys head to the temple. There is guards around the place keeping most of the population out. But given your rank, you're permitted in. If you want to vouch for the flagellants, you can. Otherwise, they view him as one of many of the insiders that they keep outside with all the various extremists and everything.
Not this particular one.
Okay.
He's fine.
As he drips, cuts himself slowly. I'm not extreme.
Oh, I'm not denying he's not an extremist. I'm just saying that I vouch for him
Okay.
to be somewhat sane.
Okay. So the shards are arranged on a tabard on the altar under the shining lights of Sigmar's temple.
Mm-hmm.
Several priests around, all praying, all solemn, and so forth. What would you care to do?
I'm gonna walk up and look at him and pull my hammer out and just kind of hold it over.
Okay.
Nothing.
No reaction.
Tap one of the pieces with the hammer.
It clinks a bit. Gets some reaction from some of the nearby priests who look up.
I look at him with disdain, like it's dead. And I put it back, put my hammer back, and grab a piece and just kind of. Do the runes still look like they're etched into
Yeah,
it?
they're still etched in.
Are you with you with us?
hammer?
No.
Who's with me?
You and him.
Oh, where's the shaft?
Make a
Where's the
new
handle?
hammer.
The handle's there on the thing too.
I grab the handle. And
Okay. Looks like it's made from witchwood. I mean, to your knowledge, I don't know if you
any
have any.
maker's marks or anything like that on it that I can find?
No, nothing obvious on it.
I didn't get any like new
Mm.
spells.
Question out of game. Where did we find his staff?
That does that.
I don't remember.
I found that back in the tower.
To look at
It was in the
spells.
basement of the tower we raided with the ghost.
The one where you two got in a pissing contest because he locked the door on you.
Kept closing the door.
Is that the one where you guys offered the beer or the drink to the guard on the tower?
I don't remember.
I don't think I was there.
He was coughing, so they
You
offered
probably
him them a healing
Oh,
potion.
no,
and
it's
he
not
thought-
your-
he
no.
thought-
No, that wasn't that, but
Not that tower.
I was one hit point. He gets offered a healing potion, tosses it up to him, and then dumps it into the floor.
Okay. Fuck all of you. Because it wasn't, here's a healing potion.
Yay.
It's like, oh, your voice is off.
Yeah, they were sneaking.
Oh, yeah, I think I've got a cold or something. Oh, well, hear this. Take this. It helps when I have a cold. Throws me a random fucking vial of liquid. I'm thinking, okay, it's just a goddamn, like,
Whiskey or beer. Or
whiskey,
something.
beer,
Yeah,
you
so
know,
dumped it out.
syrup, whatever. Cool, thanks, man. Dump it. I ain't taking whatever random shit this is, right? They look, they're like, oh, that was a healing potion. And he's cackling. And I'm like, how the fuck was I supposed to know it was a healing potion?
You weren't.
Eat shit.
You gotta trust the NPCs, man.
That's right.
They're always out for
I
it.
sat with one.
Yeah, well, the group was pretending to be guards, so they were friendly.
Yes. Oh, you've got a sore throat. Here, let's go ahead and hand you a healing potion.
Well,
That's
That is like a month's salary for a fucking
it was
guard.
not. It was a healing draught, which is not very expensive at the time in the game.
Either way.
At the time, it was not. But either way. So, what else would you like to do with these peanut shards and pieces, if anything?
Yes, I would actually have metal work.
I'll let him be done defiling the pieces.
Hanging on war base.
Okay.
I'll pray to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mine is not. Yeah.
I'll seek guidance.
Because I would have actually inquired. I forgot all about it. I was like planning what I was going to do for this game
Tap the
session. I was
rocks
gonna be like, hey,
with
can you
it.
tell that how it was
Okay.
forged, how old it would be, because it would have to be fucking ancient, which is a different form, and then I would
Just toss it back on the pile and
Okay.
Sorry.
and turn around and walk
You should
away.
run.
It's dead. There's nothing I can
Are
fucking
you with
do
somebody
with
to
it.
talk
Okay.
to people? Listen to
I talk good.
My
You
nail
and I talk
has been
fantastic.
described as
We are
being able to
awesome.
be pushed into stuff
Mhm.
with
This is
relative
so bad.
ease.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
I'm gonna try to push the nail into one of the chunks of metal.
Okay. Sinks in fairly easily.
Yeah, this isn't real. I'm telling you, this isn't real. Look at how easy the nail went in. If this was a holy relic and this was a holy relic, it wouldn't happen that easily, would it? I could test it on one of your stones.
If you do that, the stone is going through your face.
It could try. Let me see a stone real quick.
Yeah, until I do this.
Okay, stop fighting and someone get my lotion.
Okay, I
the memes.
at this point I'm just like, there's no fucking point. There's no point. This is, if this was Gall's Marad or whatever.
Gall's Mirage.
Yeah, you know,
Golem's bras.
if this was the holiest of holy weapons,
Yes.
it obviously has nothing going on with it now,
I love heart
right?
rate.
It's
Me
just
too.
scrap metal.
You think the same about my 8 stones?
Yeah,
His stones are scrap
I
stone now,
think the
too.
same about yours.
Same about you. Yeah, I mean,
I'm such a bad person.
I'm not going to tell you not to carry the relic, but this is whatever. I turn around and just kind of walk out with authority.
Okay.
I'm still praying to it.
Okay. You
Because
gonna
I
stay there
still
and pray to it.
believe it's a relic.
I'm going to go get the dwarf now.
Okay. So you're gonna head towards prisons. Okay. Meanwhile, the other two of you are heading towards the Chaos Dwarf. They're going to the prison.
I'm not going there.
Yeah. That'll take most of the night if
Home
not
sweet
longer to
home.
be able to track them down. So.
I
Okay.
don't want to ever go back there. Been there before.
Okay.
I don't love this city, but
Excuse me. You guys go.
you always think you're the best thief till you get caught.
Good
Okay.
days don't get caught.
That's why I say I think you're the best till you.
You're gonna go talk to Heinrich. You said, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna start there.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he seemed to have a good rapport with the prince, or at least a open door to the prince himself, from my understanding.
To Prince Wolfgang.
Yes.
Wolfgang opens his door for Heinrich.
Sure.
I thought he had a backdoor way to be able to talk to the prince. So either I want to talk to Heinrich or I want to talk to the princess. But I'm going to go through
Okay.
Heinrich to get to the princess if I have to.
Okay. So you go to the Toddburgers. Their general view is they want they're concerned about the overall problem.
Okay.
Okay. The open potential for war at this point. The general statement they have is if Gol Maraz has been shattered, then the strength of the empire is gone. Okay? It's a symbol of the state. And they're very concerned about it. And if there was some other problem there, then they need to have it resolved as quickly as they can. Now, as far as speaking with the emperor,
Mm-hmm. Prince.
or the prince, right now they don't have any access to the prince. The Middenheimers have been blocked from the palace, and they're preparing to depart back to Middenheim in the morning because all diplomacy has been cut off at this point.
I know about that, but what about the princess? Even the princess has been
The
cut off?
princess is still recovering from a gunshot wound.
I get that.
She is alive. She's not in great condition. She can speak to you. She's in no situation to go talk to the prince or anything like that. And since the wedding, she hasn't seen him.
I know that.
He's been
Nobody
at the palace.
has.
Yeah, nobody has. Okay. The best they can suggest is you can go to the palace and speak with the guards, and maybe they'll let you in. But it's unlikely given your status and elfness.
Because I'm a brass poor elf.
Yeah. And the bounty hunter might be a little bit better, but he's warming up to the situation.
I will.
Yeah.
I will attempt to talk to. I say thank you.
Yeah.
If for nothing else, I agree that you need to leave the city. The city. It's in.
What?
If anything, you leave tonight outside of any type of schedule.
You're not here.
Get outside, get gone as fast as possible. The upheaval is moving fast. And obviously, you worshipers of Ulrich are outnumbered here.
And
I need to go talk to the princess to see if she can appeal to the prince's supposed soft side.
and what purpose do you have? What are you trying to accomplish?
I want to stop the I'm trying to put a halt to the
war?
Yes, to the antagonism between the Sigmarites and the Ulrichs.
Okay, so right now the situation is all of Altdorf, or the majority of Altdorf, feel that the Ulrichs did something
I know that.
and broke their symbol. The Ulrichs are saying the Empire was never justified to be in charge anyways.
So they're not even trying to deny that they broke the symbol of.
Well,
Signal.
it was obvious at the electric house. He swung the sword in Galmaraz broke. Okay, so depending on the side you're talking about,
Okay. So I only have one avenue to go at. I get it.
what's that?
I'm going after what's the dude that said he knows where he thinks he knows where it's at? Quintus.
Quintus.
Well, let's go find Quintus.
The graph is here, right?
Yes.
Okay. When the hammer shattered,
Mhm.
did you feel anything on your end, like a transfer of power or anything like that?
No. Shock and surprise.
Gotcha. Understood.
I mean, I expected to feel something from
Yeah.
that, but no. I mean, it broke without a consideration or without a thought.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look like you were
Obviously, wasn't my intent.
right. It didn't look like you were putting your full strength into
Well,
the.
admittedly, my temper got a bit away from me, so I definitely had put my full strength into it.
Sorry, what I
They-
meant to
they-
say was that's a good swing.
Yes, they were definitely
Just
at
like
the
a
point
dude.
that if it hadn't broken, they quite likely would have gotten into combat.
So graph.
Okay. So and he's not denying that. I mean, his temper got the better of him. He struck out at the Emperor. He feels embarrassed and ashamed for doing so, but it was never his intent to destroy the symbol of the Empire, for obvious reasons.
So let me ask you a very sincere question, and I hope that you can answer it, putting aside your. I don't know. I can't even think of the word right now. So I'll just say, please keep in mind who this is coming from. I mean no harm to your ego whatsoever. Is it possible that your anger was influenced? There was something that was agitating you outside of your own personal beliefs.
Well,
Something that moved you to take action.
I can't discount the possibility, but no, my temper's my temper tends to get the better of me, especially when the idiots such as those here in the town are speaking things that they don't really understand.
This is the graph I shot with a fucking arrow, right?
Yeah,
Excuse my
yeah,
language. Okay. I will tell him. Excuse my language. He's got me twice. All right. I'm sorry. What?
Family friendly.
I have shot you with an arrow in the past, trying to protect you when there's a doppelganger in your midst.
Yes, strange things are certainly afoot these days.
Right. But even then, you spared my life. You didn't even lash out. There's been other things where members of our group have challenged you in your own courtroom, and you never lashed out.
Yes, but if you recall, when you shot me, I was suffering from the effects of the influence at the time.
I get it.
This doesn't feel like an influence.
Okay. I'm just thinking.
And I'm not. I mean, by all means, I wish there was, because that would excuse my actions. Absolutely.
I'm trying to give you that. Just please have yourself examined by those of magical abilities before whether
Sure.
they're in. Hopefully
I mean,
now,
but-
as soon as possible.
By all means, the last thing I want is war to come to the Empire. Our enemies outside the realm and within would certainly strike at the heart of the Empire and destroy all that's been built over the last hundreds of years.
Those wizards can be crafty. I just know that. Most of them are evil, and they can make you do things that you don't want to do. So, hey,
So are you suggesting the Wizard College is behind this?
all I'm saying is you can't discount anything. Just understand that there could be other powers at work. We have faced chaotic powers that have warped the minds of people, brought doppelgangers to our midst, brought demons into our midst. We've destroyed all types of the evil presences in this world. Presence. Yeah.
Presence Eye.
I like
But anyway, so my point being that don't just give in to the idea that it was just anger. Try to make sure that whoever is working with you, whoever can, delves into every option. There could be those stupid Skaven that were at Mittenheim.
Mhm.
They could be here as well. They could be tainting things. We need to make sure we look at every option.
Sure.
So I know you have an underground society, and I would like to be tapped into that.
Sure. We can certainly make inquiries as to possibilities. All of my agents, and Heinrich speaks up from his word. There is no known cult activity influencing things at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you have
Um,
Can you have your people here? Because I don't plan on leaving with you unless I am forced to.
Okay.
So can you make sure that your people know to seek me out, to give me some information
Certainly.
if they gather any?
Certainly. If we get any information, we'll certainly send it your way.
Thank you.
You think if we could find like some dwarves to repair that hammer, you think that would like make peace easier?
I
An easier
doubt
game?
repairing a false idol would do anything.
Well, I mean, what if it turns out it is the real thing and it?
Have you heard anything about that?
Then it would be unable to be broken if that was the case.
Yeah, you're right.
Have you heard anybody? We have heard somebody approached us saying that they believe they know where the true idol, what the true artifact is.
It's been a while.
Have you been approached? Do you know anything about that?
No, I have no information on that. But if there's information as to where the true idol might exist, that would be immensely valuable to the powers that be.
Heinrich, how fast can you get your airship here?
Well, it's about a week for riders, and then another couple of days to get the airship.
Can you get it moving?
You need the airship for some reason.
Well, I know my team, and I know myself.
Quick,
Okay.
escapee.
We're not gonna we're not gonna let things lie the way they are. We're
Okay.
gonna do literally everything possible to get to the bottom of what has happened here.
I mean, how far
And
can
at
that
some
airship
point,
go?
things may get desperate.
Okay.
Well,
we can certainly send for the airship, but for the I forget what the name of the airship was, but for the military airship to approach Altdorf
Yeah.
would make the situation far worse.
we won't be within a day's travel of Altdorf.
That would be like an easy
They have a
shot.
lot.
Yeah,
Also
if we can't send it south without inciting further war. Already there are rumors of skirmishes breaking out in the outskirts of Altdorf where our troops were.
Razzle frazzle. flea-flacking.
This will
Good job.
spiral out of control very quickly, which is why our delegation is leaving at first light.
Same over there.
We're returning to Mittenheim to at least build our defenses, gather our troops, and prepare, because we expect war will come to the Empire within the next week or two.
We're gonna look into the possibility of Galmaraz being fake. We're gonna look into the possibility of the Emperor being fake. I'm letting you know that now because we have more than one word being spoken, whether it's to our ears or to ears that weren't supposed to hear, like mine. But they've specifically spoken that the Emperor that was in presence at the ceremony today was not truly the Emperor. And
I've heard similar rumors. Didn't put much faith into them until now, but speak to his physician, Heinrich Kappelmuller.
Another Heinrich.
I can't ever find him. He's a drunkard and he is difficult to come by.
Okay, he's the rumor is he's the only physician that has had dealings with the Emperor recently.
Can I put him under the knife?
Well, no, he's a royal physician.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're willing, he can put you under the knife.
Well, I'll kill him before he puts me under the knife. But I'm just saying, I need to make sure I understand and he understands the. I mean, I feel to get the truth.
Just kill
Okay.
off.
So if anybody knows whether or not the Emperor is false or not,
I mean, torturing him, by the way, not killing him.
I understand. Okay. Yeah. Regardless, no.
I was just gonna set a knife on its head. Yeah. Tell me what you know.
I'm just going to take 5 figures. Is that okay?
Are you
Not
okay?
all from the same hand.
He'll have the use of his thumb and at least.
He is a royal delegate and notable person of the crown. It would be taken as a personal attack to the crown and further justification for war. You may not do anything unless there is abundant public evidence.
Understood.
Okay?
You can make it very clear the what else.
Like, he bursts into a demon in front of the royal guard. Go ahead and kill him. Beyond that, you can't touch him.
Then you're authorized to interrogate him.
Yeah, then you can take a finger.
Listen,
So-
Flamey.
To tell you who I've heard the rumors of the
How
fake
dare you?
Emperor from, it goes as deep as his mistress. Whatever, Louise,
Okay?
stating that he is fake. Hey, these are the people I work for. I don't care about
No, I'm not signing you. I'm signing that.
To track the best place to track him down, you can check with the Physicians Guild, or you can speak with Elvira.
Elvira is a friend of the group, not a friend of me.
She's the apothecary that was tending to York.
I know who she is. And you said talk to the Apothecaries Guild, is that what you said, or no?
They suggest the Physicians Guild might have some information as to where he is or what he's been doing. Elvira has been involved with the inner circle of the crown, so may have some information. And then the people that you've been talking to were Marie Louise. You won't be able to reach,
Right.
as the queen,
And the Countess.
and the Countess, which you can't really reach either.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I want to go. I say thank you, bid you well, and hopefully safe travels. Obviously, I would like to be able to protect you in your travels north, but because of everything that's going on here, if you're leaving tomorrow, I obviously cannot accompany.
Well, if these rumors of thoughts as to Gul Maraz are true, or there's other plots in place, perhaps your duty is best served here.
Just be careful. My guess is they'll have strong forces on the road.
Well, we've dealt with Altdorf people before.
Calling the wolves.
Anything else you want to ask about, Andy? You're here too.
Excuse me.
Nope, he's gone too far out of my range. We're just gonna find this
I just slipped
this
up, too.
artifact. We're gonna make this happen.
I
Okay.
agree.
So, Ben, you were hanging out in your room. You hear lots of commotion around the city, but otherwise, hermit yourself away.
Yay.
You head off to the prisons. after asking around for a while, you locate the dwarf. He's been deposited in an isolation cell all the way deep in the prison itself. Given his the current proximity and so forth, they basically locked him in a deep dark dungeon and threw away the key effectively. After late in the morning, you finally find him and get access to him.
Okay.
He is shackled to the wall, both arms as well as feet, with a old bucket filled with brackish water next to him. Not sure whether it's so they had something to drink or somewhere to go to the bathroom. Doesn't seem to be using it for either. And looks very uncomfortable given that the chains are just long enough that he can stand but not fully sit.
Where's he chained? Is it chained to the ceiling?
To the
wall. Okay.
Yeah.
About 68, so number 78 dodge, number 64.
So it looks like the chains and position is for maximum discomfort.
Safe
So sort of like when you're told to crouch down and keep it, but you can't ever really move for the length. Okay, the guards unlock the iron door for you, let you in. You have to stoop down through the 5-foot opening into the 10-foot circular oubliette type thing.
Okay. Go give me a stool, please.
Okay.
I might be here for a while.
Okay. They return to the stool.
All right. Does he have a head covering or anything like
Nope.
that on?
Nope.
So he's just watching me?
Just his crazy hair. That's literally it. There's nothing else. Fortunately, his hair covers his shoulders.
I'll walk over and I'll put the stool next to him so he can
Doesn't have enough chain. Even if he had a stool, he can't sit down. So think in terms of the leg chains are short enough that he can't stand fully, and the arm chains are too long so he can't sit down. So he's stuck sort of in that perpetual position.
Okay, then I'll sit on the stool in front of him.
Okay.
And I'll pull out my dwarven hand axe.
Okay.
And just kind of fiddle with it for a minute and go, you dwarves are quite the craftsmen, you know that? So, the prior owner of this had been ostracized from his clan, and he had been shamed, as best as I'm under. What do you guys call it? A troll slayer, something to that effect. Wild haircut.
He just crouches there, looking at you. Every so often, one of his eyes like rotates and looks at the guard at the door, staring at you, grinning through cracked, yellowed teeth, and a layer of sweat and grime across him, covering up the scars and so forth.
So
Doesn't seem to be reacting otherwise, but he's definitely aware you're there.
yeah, that's fine. He can hear me. He can see me. The dwarves built most everything of substantial strength within the human empires. You guys are held in high regard amongst pretty much every people, even the elves, with their arrogance. At least acknowledge that you guys are master craftsmen at what you do. So, how is it the epitome item created by the dwarves would fail under something as simple as a scrawny lord's arm? He said, if he doesn't say anything,
I'm just staring at you.
well, I understand you are a cultist of sorts. I'm gonna use my cultist etiquette.
Okay.
To talk to him about the cultist behavior.
Try to soften him some.
Soften him up a little bit.
Okay. So give me a cultist lore check first.
Okay. I think it's a talent. Is it a talent? It's
Yeah.
a talent.
Is it like Chaos Dwarf or Heretic?
Same thing with my criminal
Right up.
thing. You basically you get it with.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
his original request was to get him the most evil-looking dwarf and most chaotic within the prison.
Yeah, etiquette cultist. So I can use charm and gossip with cultists. All right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So charm.
Charm.
So you-
I use charm.
Okay, charm is what effectively what you're trying to do. Trying to convince him to give you some information. Okay, so he starts off as hostile. Obviously, he wants to rip your throat out.
Who doesn't?
Not that he can. I'll make it a average roll. Okay. So you have a minus 25 for him being hostile, and you're talking in effectively an isolated conversation. So you get a plus 10 there. And then you have a minus 20 because he either has nothing to say or has no interest in speaking to you.
So that
Minus 15.
Minus 35.
35.
Minus 35 debt.
Okay.
Minus 25, plus 10, minus 20, minus 35
Right,
debt.
but then you get and you said you had etiquette for cultists?
yeah,
Okay, is that a feat or is that a skill?
it's a talent.
Talent, okay. So plus 20 just for that.
So it's down to 15 now.
Because you know how to speak to
And
cultists.
plus
Okay.
20 for average.
Starting
Yeah,
at
it's an average roll that's added. It's added in.
average roll at minus 15. So he's at a.
Or
All right.
And saddest here, he literally has no care or awareness of that. So that one, no modifier either way.
that's one thing.
How do you have a 19 charm? There's no way.
I'm fatigued, and then the minus 15.
Should have been a negative 5 to your base fellowship.
No.
My
Yeah.
skill is.
No.
Hold on. My skill is a 50. 54
54. Okay.
minus the 25 is
Those
what
are
I
awesome.
landed on.
Sure.
Because fatigue, and then the minus 15, which I still didn't follow how we got to negative 15, but whatever.
But it's an average roll.
So plus 5
20.
then. So
Yeah.
so then yeah, I made it. I got 1 success level.
So you speak with him, and what is it you're trying to determine?
The primary goal I want to know is what he felt during the incident, because he was visibly affected,
Mm-hmm.
and then once it broke, he seemed relieved. I want to know why, on both sides of that equation, he felt the way he did.
Okay. He felt, in his words, he sort of croaks it out. He felt agitation followed by exultation. Okay. This
But did he feel agitation and exultation from a cultist point of view or from a dwarven point of view?
it doesn't really make a distinction with that. Okay, so with one success, ultimately you get the information you're looking for,
Mm-hmm.
but it's imperfect. So it's
Yeah.
vague somewhat, which is basically what I'm saying here. So he basically, the way he describes it is he was worked up because he was agitated by the situation. He doesn't specify whether it was because of the hammer or because of all the people or
Right.
whatever.
Having a bag over his head.
Yeah, maybe he was just excited about that. When the hammer broke, he felt elation and became calm. Okay. What he comments of is thus completes the dwarven prophecy.
Oh. Well, then I'll start digging into the dwarven prophecy.
He's unwilling to share anything more than that from his information.
Okay, I asked the guards, what's his ultimate fate?
He's going to be put to death tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
The judge has already ruled he was involved in that whole thing at the crown. He's going to be burnt first light.
I'll ask him.
You
I'll
can
ask
see down the hallway they're rolling barrels in.
I'll ask the dwarf. Your choice. Do you want to be burned alive, or I can just crush your skull right now?
I welcome the fires of the pit.
All right.
The guards caution: don't give him an out by killing him.
Well, I didn't ask for your advice, but okay. And I turn around and walk out.
Okay.
Just trying to get information to save us all, jackasses. Okay. Well, information was obvious. So,
Not 100%.
No.
You got something out of that.
Yeah.
frustration.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. I'll go try to find the group.
Dwarves are good at that.
The question is,
Oh,
does he feel
yeah.
relieved and calm?
It's right.
Uh,
Meets back up to the group. Now I feel relaxed.
I hate all of you.
The chaos dwarf has sunk in with him. The influence of chaos.
See, this is why I wish I was you that just sat there quietly the whole time. Just
Yeah, it's nice.
fantasized about teenage girls or something.
What?
Okay, so the two of you what were you guys doing for the rest of
And
the evening?
there's no good way to comment on that. So
We're going to find the historian,
Quintus?
Quintus Fashbender.
Okay. So you guys
Dark
get directed over to the Wizard College,
just throw that in the water.
where Fastbinder is said to have gone with the wizard that was with your party.
Oh,
he's there.
Yes.
Once again, more evidence.
Heard him. Right in the center of the plot.
hanging on to Fastbender.
Okay.
Is a historian a wizard?
did you take my? Okay, you weren't alive. I was worried you took my symbol.
No, that was the brace that I did.
Oh, you took my symbol.
Yeah.
Do we just knock at the wizard college? Is that how that works?
That's not gonna be fun. For him.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh man.
Well, he's there right now. I mean, we're like,
That's the word.
all right,
So Quintus went there with him.
shit.
And
Well,
then
it's
you
okay.
wizards getting all the information
Yeah.
that you do.
And I say, well, let them know that we'd like to join their conversation. We have information to share.
Who are you telling that to?
The guards, I just walk past them.
Oh, at the Wizard College?
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't let you walk.
Yeah, I
past.
don't want pass.
Okay. So,
already got bones.
who are you here to see?
Quintus. And I
Erdem.
hear that Erdem is with them, so Erdem and
Oh, Lord,
Quintus.
Lord Erdem.
Yes.
Okay. They send a messenger to him. Do you wish to receive a couple of guests?
Sure.
Okay. At your private lab?
Yep.
Okay.
A little pocket dimension.
Oh, just this little zipper opens up in front of it.
Yes.
Welcome.
And then you're led to his lab.
Right. Oh dear.
Okay.
Quintus.
And you're talking about me. All I did was use a couple bad words. I mean,
Yeah. It's your math.
there were no innuendos with my bad words.
It's not a role playing game unless there's innuendo.
I feel like this is a
Yeah.
camp. Not roll.
Okay. So you guys are led through the illustrious halls of the Wizard College, amazed at the decorations and artistry and so forth.
I do all I can to ignore it all because I don't want to steal any of it.
Okay.
The whole time
It's easy
I'm
because
going.
there doesn't seem to be anything easy to steal.
I don't
It's
care.
just all very well pointed and so forth. And eventually led up to one of the towers where his private study is.
Nice.
You walk in, you see various artifacts of prior adventures, a fine bottle of wine, a little grape plant, things like that, or various things that he's done over his past times.
A fine bottle of wine.
Yes,
I go immediately to that.
it's in a locked case.
I don't care.
It's secured. Okay.
Erdem!
Erdem's over there having some food, brought in by some servants with Quintus.
Thanks.
Gentlemen, Ernest, can I have this bottle?
Everybody's
No. Probably don't want to drink that.
He's in your personal home at this point.
I'm making myself at home.
What was that?
Why
Mind if I
don't
take this? Fuck it.
That's right.
Your home seems less now.
As I casually make my way over to the table where they've been already had a conversation, I would assume
Okay.
I'll let him know. Listen, I'd like to be able to try to get in to talk to the Countess, and I know she's partial to fine wines. Perhaps you should. She'll probably see you. Quintus. I'm sorry, I don't know your surname. Is it just Quintus, or is there a? I mean, do you
Nerd.
Mr. Quintus.
I'm trying to be nice.
Wow.
It's difficult. It hurts. There's physical pain.
Time to talk about men.
I'm always nice. What are you talking about? Just don't talk to anybody in my life.
Who did he tell that information to?
Quintus,
Amario.
all of us.
I wasn't there, so I was just wondering if it was everybody.
I would assume we all. know.
Everybody was there.
I mean, if our families came in.
Burnham, look, my burn's healed.
It's good.
Crack.
That's what
As they rip open across my back.
He's been leaking. Everywhere we go, he leaks.
It's not new.
Oh,
No,
what ink?
I have resistance disease.
Yeah.
no, Andy, you. Look at.
We're having this whole side story over here that's just fucking funny as shit about you walking through the wizard college and you steal a random knife that you think is cool, and it turns out to be anathema, which is this cursed knife in Warhammer 40k that was used to do
No
all the
longer a
horrible
fact.
shit in the storyline.
No longer a side story.
And it's like this what we're over here giggling about.
I wouldn't put it past me.
There's this character Erebus who's like the root cause of all the evil in 40k, and he's like, he grabs a knife and suddenly just Erebus fucking appears. It's like, why am I here? We're all standing there in front of a 10-foot tall space marine like shit.
The only other time I've ever played a thief in a wizard college, I stole somebody's. It was an artifact. I didn't realize artifacts a broken short sword to me. There's nothing but a broken short sword sitting in a little shelf.
We ever pick up the
Cool.
broken weapon?
Because it looked cool. It was elven. I was an elf. I was an elf.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that's nice. It's a nice elven artifact. It's broken. Who's going to miss this?
They always miss.
Uh-huh. It's
Like,
not a
Engaging
good
the
thing.
bloody sessions, they all just turn around and start screaming at you.
Oh, no, they don't ever care about that until they want to hunt you down and use you later.
So the wizard next to you is like, yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Huh, he's got that. Who's that? Yeah, we're going to get him later.
Okay.
Bring it up.
You know
So-
how long we want somebody to steal that?
Yeah.
So you've been having refreshments. I think you probably changed your robes again. You were that seems to be what you do a lot. Otherwise, he seems to be sort of stalling. I mean, he's willing to share information with you, but he's really kind of interested in the rest of the group being present. But now that two others are here, he's a bit more open. According to him, he has done a fair bit of research into the history of the Empire and has a lot of knowledge on that. And he has information that may be helpful. Okay. According to him, with careful negotiation with representatives of the dwarf community and the Sigmarite priesthood, he's been able to obtain a priceless book. This is one of the few copies of a history of the later days of Sigmar, written by Loremaster Yodri of Kadar Khalazad. It's written in Khazalid, and the dwarfs don't translate. By any chance, are any of you able to read Dwarven
Yes,
script?
I am.
You're not there.
I can't read it up.
No.
I'm trying very hard not. I say all this. I'm trying very hard not to be a smartass, but I'm enough.
Right, and so you're not educated?
Oh, only a human would say something so ignorant. All right,
In the
so,
giant wizard tower with knowledge of all mankind.
That's right. I can read and write. Thank you.
How long have you been
So
able to
did
do
you have
that?
to get it translated, or do you read?
This character's always been able to do it.
I saw a dwarven symbol in a
This
Carrot
one
once.
has.
Okay. Good.
I know.
Anyways,
I know.
Sean's really good at playing asshole wizards. Have you
Yeah.
noticed that?
he's not a wizard.
He's not a wizard. He's just a historian.
Same difference.
Uh-oh.
That's me. Ignore it.
Book of Sigmar.
I know if I'm-
Okay, so the book
Written
itself,
by-
it's written by Loremaster Yadri of
And I do have
Kadar
my-
Khalazin.
I'm breaking out all my writing utensils because I don't have his memory.
Okay.
Loremaster.
Loremaster Yadri of Kadar Khalazin. It's written in Dwarf, Khazalid. He translates the title as Catalogues of Confusion and Shoddiness, an investigation of manling efforts in scholarship. Okay. So the way he describes it, this is a dwarven history of the inferior engineering of human society.
Yes.
Catalogues of confusion and shoddiness. Okay.
This is my essay on West.
According to him, dwarves measure time from about 3,000 years before the imperial calendar. Okay, that's their reckoning. So where this year is 25 something, theirs would be 55 something. Okay. He goes into the details. And Ben, could you run over to the printer and grabbing that sheet without looking at it?
Are you a speed reader? Look at him looking me.
Don't get me in trouble, Matt.
That was great. Yeah. He was sort of like, F you.
He's part elf. You don't need a speed reader. You last 100 years.
I'm only 96. Don't age me.
Right. So you're almost dead. Okay. So
Slowly going down.
he turns to a couple of pages that he thinks is relevant and tries to summarize it. Okay. So according to him, according to the book, there's accounts of Sigmar's final journey that shows particularly egregious examples of sentimental ramblings. Okay. In particular, the book mentions the shoddy scholarship of a Professor Albertus Knox of the University of Nuln, whose paper in 4476 is fit mainly for vinegar and applying the sensitive regions of those afflicted by croots. Croots, he describes as a painful condition typically associated with lonely goat herds. Okay. If you get the implication there. Okay. The book goes on to reference that a grobby foundling fails to mention that Sigmar was reportedly past the Thangdung, or was reported passing the Thangdung in 3050. Despite such information being despite that information clearly being minuted to the 32,456th monthly report of the Caretakers Council. Okay. the scholar of this book also decries the whining of a Professor Jenny Schmidt of the Salzburg University. May she lose herself in the wilderness with no hat, come Skogsdag night. Her account of Sigmar's last movements have him pausing to take in the awesome sight of the southern lands spreading out through beyond the Black Mountains, as if he were some feckless romantic sap. Okay, so what he's basically relating here is there's a report of Sigmar in the year 3050, and at near Vithang Doom, and a report in pausing to take. Of course, the print is not very great. Take in the sights of the Black Mountains around that time. The dwarfs of Kazakh Angkor are so. Does she think the dwarfs of Kazakh Angkor are so feeble-minded as to post watchmen with no eyes? No record was taken at the watchtower of Zan Mingle mentioned Sigmar passing by to the south.
This is way after Sigmar supposedly died, though, right?
No.
30...
Sigmar got Gal Maraz at year 0, which for them would be about year 3000.
Yeah, I thought you said it was like 3,500.
3050.
Oh, 3050. Okay.
3050.
My apologies.
So years after he got Gal Maraz, he was spotted in these locations. The article finishes with saying he never passed by the south, and starts complaining about the dwarven imbeciles. Okay, so basically, the article talks about, and it's the only reference of Sigmar in this, talking about all the different engineering problems of the man, talking about how there was a report specifically of Sigmar in the southern realms near the Black Mountains. Okay. The shelter of the Thangdum and the watch post of Zan Migal still stand. They're still active. Okay. If these accounts are correct, then Sigmar must have left the pass between the two buildings, which is a stretch of about 3 miles in length. Okay. At the time, it's known he had the hammer. Okay. The legend goes that he took the hammer and fought great demons, and then the hammer was left in Altdorf when Sigmar passed beyond, and since then has been in the presence of the Emperor ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But at some point between that point, when he took on these demon lords and it was left in Altdorf, obviously something changed. Okay.
Like we could lift it from us.
And he can tell us, or do maps still show those two locations, those two?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's maps in the library that document the Blackfire Pass, and these particular locations. He can obtain a map which will give you some more details about that.
I'm looking right up at Blackfire Pass, but those structures or those things they mentioned, those locations aren't on there.
On the main map?
Yeah.
It doesn't go into that detail.
If you think of Black Fire Pass, that's like a map.
We just have a bunch of towers everywhere, especially the dwarven ones.
That is a long.
So that's way beyond Nuln and everything.
That's
oh, yeah.
all the way in the southern mountains.
You go to Aberheim, then hit the trails and head southeast or south. Yeah, east.
From what he knows, the position of the official cult of Sigmar, is that Sigmar journeyed to Blackfire Pass in order to return the hammer to the dwarves. It had been gifted to him minus 15 years before the founding of the empire. He went through the pass to return the hammer to the dwarves. While the cult of Sigmar recognizes a number of interpretations as to what this might mean, no record of him delivering Gal Maraz exists. Okay? The consensus is that his passage through the pass was as much spiritual as it is physical, i.e., he never actually did it. Sigmar enters a mortal and leaves a god through the past. There are less orthodox approaches to the faith. The Malian sect believe it was the hammer rather than the man who was divine. The Ascetics reject the authority of the Grand Theogenes, and the Sisters of Sigmar respect their own prophetic anchors. You can see if any of my tests in the library relate to either of these, what they might have related to his last journey. Okay, so there's some disagreement over exactly what happened, but the basic idea is he went through the Blackfire Pass around that time, and when he came out, he was considered divine. Okay. I have a separate piece that mentions it as far as it was in an account labeled The Virtuous Visions, Volume 5, Auntie Augusta's Awesome Auguries. It was a rather brilliantly illustrated guide intended to introduce children to the pronouncements of the Sisters of Sigmar, talking about the stories of Sigmar himself. And he has a scrap of paper from the corner of that book that reads, "A statue of a goddess, Sigmar bows deep and deft. 2 statues of goddesses, Sigmar panged bereft. 3 statues of goddesses, Sigmar spied the cleft. Holy hammer he heft, then he ventured to the left."
Did you get all that?
And
I didn't know that.
he can give you a handout for it. as
Yeah,
soon as I have
handout
it.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. You got a picture, bud?
3 standard you do look like. Hopefully.
At the cleft of his
Right.
chin.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he found the only other reference he found was a pamphlet entitled "The Dream Sites of Bertold the Malium," which included a passage along with some artwork. Again, I'll give you a handout as soon as I have one prepared. I saw the object of our devotion unbound. I saw the blazing heavens anew above the seat of Sigmar upon the 9th day of the 9th month. The veil had been torn aside, and sorcerous gales blew strong about the spires in lurid pinks and moody blues. I saw a blasphemous city coming down from the heavens, and as it descended, people cried out in woe. A low voice intoned, "Here are 9, and each shall come with his own host. The changer triumphs." I saw death, madness, and transformation as the exalted Lord brought his master's realm to the crown of the empire.
Sounds familiar when there's like 9 things with a 9 or
Yeah,
something.
there were 9 eyes. And this was
Lord changes inch, right?
Yep.
I'm supposed to say that out loud.
Aren't you?
There's a rumble of thunder
So
outside.
there was a
Clear
friend?
sky.
Am I supposed to be afraid of that? I'm sorry.
You just utter their name, you explode in the tower.
Just only the wizard can.
Just because there's so many people in here that worship him. I mean, come on. I'm so sorry.
You gotta study your enemy, right?
Yeah. Enemy or source of power.
Keep your friends close. Keep
Why
your
not?
enemies
Oh.
closer.
And now they realize we're all heretics.
So are you looking for some kind of reward in this? Or is this just for us to help us on our quest to
No, it belongs in a museum
not back
or
with
with the emperor.
Okay.
That'd probably make more sense. But
Yeah.
no, he's a scholar. He's very interested in the historical aspects of it, and that's what got him excited. Was if the hammer can't be destroyed, and it was destroyed, it can't be the hammer.
Yeah.
By his conclusion, okay, which means the hammer is out there and can be recovered, which
Gives credit to his.
gives credit to his theories, which would make him famous for figuring it out. I mean, from a personal thing, but from an empire standpoint, it would also recover the symbol of peace and order that the empire needs.
Hey, maybe we'll come on.
So we can get a handout for that whole
Yes.
last bit you
Yeah.
sent? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'll give you a handout for those. I didn't. I
Each day and
yeah.
So
You'll
war's,
have handouts specifically for each of those.
war's supposed to happen in like
Ninth
a week.
day.
a week,
Yes.
and it's more than a week to travel to Nome, let alone to the ends of the Black Mountain.
There's no way you're going to be able to prevent a war.
Yeah.
The question is, can you stop the Empire from destroying itself?
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. That's more of the time aspect.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
There's people already fighting in
Yeah,
the streets.
yeah.
So, unless you said, "Oh, it's beneath the wizard's desk," which it might be, then you can't really stop it instantly.
He's just slowly pulling a cape down over top of something in the corner.
Look here.
That's the underground.
It says there's
Okay.
cat pies in the corner. Oh,
I
okay.
feel I should ask, what month are we in? Are we in the 9th month?
I don't know. We haven't really paid much attention to the month.
Okay.
You're in the month most appropriate to the plot.
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
September.
that's right. Merry thanks Christmas.
Okay.
Well, then I think
October.
with all my thinking skills, Wizard, are you willing to journey out to go find this with us? Far away from your nice warm. This is pretty
He's
nice.
indicating that the hammer's down there because Sigmar walked around there.
Because he became divine.
It was man when he walked through,
Mhm.
came
And
back.
was divine after. And all the reports were that he went there to return the hammer to the dwarves.
Okay.
Okay. But the dwarves have no record of ever receiving the hammer back. Instead, it shows up later in Altdorf and became a symbol of their ability. With all its strength, might, and arcane
You
ability.
can find the hammer and become damn.
all I gotta say is I'll bet you the realm of elves would love me for this.
A metal hammer.
Just keep it from you humans. I mean, look what you're doing to this landscape even.
Well, we gotta go through Nome anyway to get in that general direction. So it makes me wonder if we could figure out what she's up to on the way.
I realize the most corrupted forest in the
So,
Empire Zone, by the way.
As a side question, since I do have the three of you here,
Yeah.
I do have to ask: are you aware that Priestess Sigmar you travel with bears a surprising similarity to one Castor Lieberung?
We have heard this in the past.
Okay.
Is there something we should know about Castor Lieberung
Well,
that we should worry
Castor
about?
Lieberung is a magistrate in the cult known as the Purple Hand. Perhaps you've heard of them?
Oh, I have.
How do you know this?
Because I had been investigating them for the last couple of years
Ooh,
and their corruption across the realm.
Yes.
I speak to you because Castor is not here. I
And I grab a hold. This is his closest friend right here. Travel.
actually I don't think he traveled with him at that point. You had heard him all the way back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the beginning.
Okay.
Everyone's been here
Uh,
since the
We're the
beginning.
only original characters.
So Castor Lieberung was a
Standard
member of the
pharmacy.
Purple Hand whose behavior became increasingly at odds with the cult. It seems he thought it was necessary to unite the Purple Hand and provide them with a coherent ulterior motive, but had some mixed success and ended up jeopardizing the cult secrecy. Some of the members felt he was a visionary. I had thought his superiors had him killed. I had sent a bounty hunter to Bogenhaven to capture him, but never heard back from the bounty hunter.
Good thing I'm not there.
I'm sure the bounty hunter, if it found
Worried.
Friedrich, the bounty hunter is dead. I mean, after all, it's not like any of us would allow our war priest to become captive.
We wouldn't have. I mean, if he truly is a member of the Purple Hand, we wouldn't have known it.
Are you sure he is not Castor Lieberung?
I've turned over a new leaf.
Well,
He's the only one that can say it.
Yeah, story of our group.
Well, there was a dead duplicate of him.
we found by cultists.
With a letter. Did you send a letter offering him a great deal of money?
No.
And that's how he got, because that's how he ended up.
No, my agent was in that region looking for him, had heard rumors, and understood that he was traveling to Bogenhaven for some cult activity.
Yeah. And so they've kind of ostracized him altogether. Like, they think he's dead, or
Yeah, well, the Purple Land itself, you may or may not be aware, it's a large cult established in many places. Members seem to be only loosely affiliated and have various motives and schools of thought. Most members worship Zench in the hope of gaining temporary power. They tend to regard Zench as the great architect who can assist them in the fulfillment of their mortal ambitions. Zench being the changer of ways. Thus my question, are you sure the one you know as Frederick is not Liberum?
I was sure. Now my thought is do you, with your all your research, do you know anything of him that might
We should leave behind.
help us to determine if that's what he is? Like,
Well, no. If,
Maybe
if,
it's Sigmar's
if,
behind.
if Zench and the cultists are involved, then
Those whole
anything
buildings,
could be
simple
illusions.
Leave them behind.
everything
Yeah,
could
we
be
don't want them
illusion.
buttering up the
I mean,
water.
if you say you found
Sort of
a
misjudged.
body that looked the same,
We're gonna like turn over the graves of fun. Then you'd be like,
which one was the real one?
Which was.
That's good call. Like, why wouldn't he just be dead? Why was he dead already? I'm easily swayed. Just so
Like, you know, there was this time I heard
Gonna fucking meet up with him. He's gonna try to stab you for no reason.
Just
What the
what?
fuck is happening?
there was this tale that Frederick was shot in the head, stabbed, ran through. I think he might have been shot twice.
He was point blank in the face.
And still stood up and walked.
But that's why he's so fucking ugly now.
That seems unnatural.
That definitely is.
Okay.
But then again,
Liberum's identity was revealed to me by a correspondent in Bogenhaven, who his identity still remains mysterious. I don't know who it is. As I said earlier, I suspect senior members of the Purple Hand were growing nervous about his increasing visibility and wanted him killed. Okay? I concocted a story about a rich inheritance in the hope it would give the cult pause, as well as drawing him in the open. But when the bounty hunter apparently was killed, that didn't work out so well.
or it could be the bounty hunter just joined the team.
Great. Now I'm looking at myself. And you.
It was your other you.
Yeah. He's a duelist.
If there was anybody that could speak to that, I mean, we have what we've heard. I mean, I traveled with Friedrich for a while before we parted ways some time back, but heard him here. Although, let me clear something up. Were you always, quote unquote, a metal wizard, or do I know that you were a fire wizard and now you're suddenly a metal?
You know.
Okay. Even he's changed since I last known him.
His hair's longer.
No, he was fireballing things. Now he like
heavier.
I mean, I know you and I took that tank out, and it was epic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
but I'm pretty sure there might have been some small aspect of it that had to do with this guy.
He stopped with pigs.
Like the
I mean,
floor
it
dropping
could be.
10 feet.
You know what? That was us.
I'm not there, sorry.
We crushed it. It was.
I'll do that.
Okay.
My point is that he wasn't dressed like this. He didn't act like this. There was a lot more fire and doom and destruction around him before.
Is there anything?
So everybody changes.
Is there anything else about the Purple Hand, other leaders that you know of that in different cities, like, no, if we're headed in that direction, Altdorf, anything?
His belief is that there is a sect of the Purple Hand in most every city of the realm. They all operate as independent entities, not really maintaining communication. So, and they all have their own motives and goals. They do keep in contact with each other at the magistrate level, which is why, like, Nuln would have one, and Middenheim had members,
Right.
and they had their own philosophies, their own approaches, and their own goals. But that's why Caster would be recognized at each one, because they know what they look like.
You have all of your
Parade him through town at every town we go to.
Yeah, because somebody snipped some hair off me. I said, fuck this, I shaved my hair because they were using it against me. My hair's grown back since, so.
Change their ways.
Yeah.
Except for that one spot, right?
That one little thing.
Okay.
Hmm.
Related to Zench are this cult of the Nine Eyes. Doesn't know much about them, other than the number 9 is holy to Zench. The number 9 and the symbol of the eye are seen as significant.
When the law comes. Okay.
I am the law.
Well, being quiet. Why is that, Ernie?
Listening to the knowledge.
But yet, when I've asked you multiple times or stated you had direct knowledge and traveled with Friedrich this entire time, you just bring up a dead body?
Yeah. Because that's all we know.
Truly. Okay. So what you're saying is he could have been that cultist person before you met him.
Yes.
Hmm.
He did eat out of dumpsters.
The easiest thing to do is to kill him then.
You say easy, but
We're happy you got your character back.
bring him with us. Keep him close so we can keep an eye on him.
Don't you wizards have a way to make sure somebody tells the truth?
Yeah, no shit.
Probably.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
If you go down, I'm going down with you.
I mean, I trust him.
You're the warrior priest.
That's all I have to say.
Okay.
So
You
I
trust
don't
the doppelganger more than the wizard?
absolutely. That was the silliest question I think I've ever heard somebody ask. I think Ertem and I have an understanding. We don't trust each other.
I'm just gonna be walking down the street. Oh, hey, there's the guys. Hey, flunk. Oh, what the fuck?
Just give me a few hundred experience points where I can get that feat.
What feet is that?
The one where as long as your helmet's not on, I always hit your head. Oh, right, hit him head. Right, hit him head.
Fuck you.
Right hit him.
Well, I'm never taking my helmet off again.
When your helmet's on, it's your eye.
Yeah. Bonk, bonk.
It hits the one spot.
That's what actually the part that's the
Small.
first sentence is to end the talent is you always get him in the eye. Because no matter where your hit location is, you choose.
It's fine as long as you're pulling metal. It's just good.
Well, for you, yeah.
If it's me, I'll just charm your armor off.
I love it.
Yeah.
Lead.
Let me put some lotion on you. Gotta take that off though, so we can.
How many levels of sturdy do I have?
So, he's going to do further research in the library.
Okay.
See what else he can find. With all this news and everything, he hasn't done that much research into the hammer or the last events of Sigmar. But now that he has something definite to follow up on, he wants to continue doing some research. If you check in with him tomorrow, he may have some additional information. Okay?
Is he gonna be here or at?
He's going to be at the library of Altdorf. He was
Okay.
here mainly to talk to Erdem and enjoy his company.
Okay. I just want to make sure I can get to him.
Yes.
Why can't I have that bottle? Do you have any of that fancy elder wine in there?
Super sniper.
Not your chocolate.
Fire.
Why is it that
You don't understand those two words.
So-
Fancy
What's
elven.
that?
Yeah, you would be the same after you drink that other one.
I don't know.
I wasn't gonna drink it?
I got this normal, sad sword.
It's schizophrenic.
Okay.
Is there something you could do to this sword, or you have something I could replace it with that would be, I don't know, more fun to hit things with? He just makes it squeak when I hit people.
That'd be a fun. It's like a rubber chicken.
Yeah, except to kill them.
That'd be a
I could do short-term stuff to it.
Okay, like short term, like a minute, or short term, like 10 days.
Depending on the situation.
Okay.
few
All right. Good to know. Good to know.
Like this, he makes
Fumble.
it shiny. Look, and that'll last 10 days.
Just
Wow.
Yeah.
never watch
Okay.
that sword again.
So assuming you're done with the guy,
Yes.
okay. What do you guys want to do after this?
Do we feel like he's in any danger?
Of course, he'll
Like-
probably get assassinated the moment he leaves here.
Well,
Like,
it depends how fast Frederick finds him.
being Lieberman?
Yes.
I mean, people have tended to die around Frederick.
Do I
Damn it.
have those
Oh, wow.
like those like
Well, I got reps.
Those
Those
axes
axes
you
because
can
I was
track.
laying in the hospital.
If you have the
I'm
other
not
axe.
cheap.
Did you
I can go with him
did
and
you
just
have
sit
them when your character retired?
because I can't
Sure,
read
it's part of your
anyway.
trophies.
Research faster. Encouragement.
Find anything? No.
Stick
It's
one in the
been
back
2
of the
minutes. Come on now.
How many words? How many words did you just read? I'm the perfect
Damn
person
it.
to
Um,
I'll give you an axe.
an axe. Oh,
Maybe get
awesome.
that note.
The one-handed tool.
It's a one-handed axe.
One-handed.
That
All right.
no, it's not a. Again,
Oh,
Fancy,
translate.
fancy one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a book.
Magic.
All right. Woo woo. Why? Thank you.
Not go.
I don't know. I can give you my ear.
Okay, so you guys head out.
Don't talk around him unless you want
The Frederick was looking for
to
you.
warn you.
So as you guys are heading to wherever you're going next, you come across Frederick.
Ah,
Okay,
we were. I mean,
you see Castor walking down the street.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope you handle
we try to be smooth. Be like, hey, Castor, how's it going? I'm like trying to look down his armor, see if there's a purple hand anywhere.
into his armor.
I've already actually searched his body for a purple hand
Yeah.
before.
That'd be-
I'm dead serious, yes.
We're not supposed to talk about that night.
We were all, there were more than just you and I.
We were all there. We were all
We
drunk.
all there. Yeah. They all know. But we seriously did that right once.
okay.
That was
Have you
weird.
ever checked Erdem?
Erdem refused to get undressed. That's why honest to God truth. That was the start of why I hate his. I was like, he's evil. From that point on, I was like, I'm done. He's evil.
Not that he's shy.
Evil.
Evil. Shy, evil, same thing.
But I think it was you that actually instigated looking for the purple hand on everybody. One of us two was.
So the dwarf was no help.
We got a lot of information about you.
I think we might know where the thing's at too.
That I'm more interested. Where's it at? Let's go
It's
find
like
it.
in a mountain.
In the mountains. It's like a month's maybe.
Mountain. That does
Two-
narrow it down somewhat.
With my orientation, it's in the south.
About 3 weeks southeast.
Southeast.
Southeast. We,
Hey, is that by foot, horse, or airship?
that's a good question.
I don't think riding on airship's a good idea.
Yeah.
No, not past Nolan.
I'm not
They
here.
got all the guns.
That's a fair point.
We could get pretty close.
Look at our new invention. It's called flak.
And keep in mind, everything south of Altdorf is predominantly outlined with Altdorf.
Yeah.
Fly fast and
So-
track and lands
With Altdorf or no?
With Altdorf.
No, is with the
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we can travel, I would assume to be upriver,
Down
south.
yeah, it's upper.
I don't know how fast that would be, but we can get damn near all the way there. We can get all the way to the town that's right at the base of the pass
Okay.
by river.
Now we do want to check back in with him tomorrow, and hopefully he's still alive. 'Cause he's gonna do some reading.
I'm gonna
What do
guess.
you mean still alive?
I'm gonna guess going by.
Well, I mean, if he knows that if this is like real information and he thinks and he's right, then
So you're gonna fill
Do you
Castor
want me
in
to
with all
watch
the
over him?
information
I'm
this guy
saying
was there.
whether I just said where the heck is. I said was it I said the hammer was down south.
Man, you're trying to get this dude assassinated,
Oh,
aren't you?
I'm-
Do you want me to go
Talking
watch
to.
over him for the night?
Hell no.
You and me both.
Are you here?
I'm gonna work.
A metal bar just slants across my
Yeah. He doesn't. He's a cultist too. What are you worried about? He's been with him the longest.
We'll go watch him.
God.
I mean, I even had a whole conversation before he showed up.
Yeah, see?
Slow poison.
I got this really neat axe. It's
I don't-
one-handed though. I was just holding it with two hands.
Either way, let's
Sharp side.
find a safe place to discuss the facts of what
Yeah,
we
give him one.
discovered.
That's
Okay.
a left.
Someplace safe and
No, no
beyond
problem.
earshot of prying eyes and ears.
Less likely to lose it.
You don't need ears to say.
Well, let's go to the church.
No,
then.
people are saying.
Let's go to church.
No. The center of all cultism in Altdorf? No. That is definitely not safe.
But think about it. The church of Sigmar very much has a vested interest in getting said hammer.
Sure.
So going and talking about it there is probably the safest place.
Or it's no. I just don't like it there.
Okay, I could care less about your fucking racial bullshit.
You know what? It has nothing to do with race. Doesn't.
Your ear is twitching. The only one you have.
How do you know?
See it? That's on your tell when you're lying.
It's just
It's camouflage.
It's almost human.
I know the church has been
knob.
proven to be infiltrated several times at this point.
Yes.
Everything's been infiltrated at this
The
point.
college has been buying.
I don't believe that for a second.
The epitome of evil says the college is fine.
That's right.
We believe, okay, here's the one thing we do know for sure. That I believe the most powerful magic god or god thing, chaos god thingy, is what's behind all of this. You know, the thing that the bad people of his beliefs try to worship and get power from. So I don't want to be anywhere near his college either.
I don't believe that.
I don't want to be near we need to find something that is neutral, away from the college, away from the cults.
The apothecary's house.
Good God, man. Oh. We do need to question.
I love that they forget that I'm here for like 5 seconds and then it's just
You
like,
throw some random thing in.
I like sandwiches.
Oh my god.
Like I'm just over there like picking my fingernails and then realize, oh, there's a
Look at the
conversation
most-
I gotta be part of it.
That was the most genuine reaction I've seen out of that. God damn it.
There's an aid to chaos.
He hands me a shiny quarter and sets me in the corner. Just wait for a minute, okay?
Play with your ball.
It's right. It's magic.
What do you suggest?
We just find a tavern. Let's relax. We all are tired. Let's find a place to sleep, eat, have a good meal, relax. Some of us probably need a little enjoyment.
Put up
After
some lotion on me.
we can pay somebody to do that for you.
Last time
Yeah, you're looking a little
in a tavern and got
infected.
it got
No.
a doctor's
It's
killed.
disease.
We have
Oh, fantastic.
we have at best all of us.
I'm not here.
Oh, nice.
We need to find out what inn he's at, because I believe it's the inn that we all were staying at, right?
He's staying at the Mindenheimer delegation.
God. Okay,
What about the Red Moon Inn?
He's currently at the Sigmar
man
Priest.
Huh?
that's me.
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong city. Never mind.
I'm not here.
But Altdorf does have an inn. If I remember you guys discussing it, I don't think I've ever been there, but you guys discussed a place where you stayed before.
Oh, yeah, we stayed
Down by
south
the down by
By
the
the
docks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Like
It's got to be.
Smelly place?
Yes, it's neutral.
Smell
It'll be easy to
Smells
see
like
if something's
fish.
following us. From here,
it.
look at where we are.
Yeah, but we're gonna stick out like sore thumbs down there.
So what?
Okay, sure. I go grab my war horse.
Oh, shit. Are you gonna get your warhorse too?
Oh yeah, I'm not walking.
Oh my god. I'll meet you guys there.
They're gonna blend.
Right? There ain't no fucking way I blend in anywhere.
You know, not.
Unless I completely strip off and wear a hood over my
I think
face.
we're plenty blended in the college.
So-
We have our own place.
We gotta get
no
the
one
rest of
bothers
the guys.
us.
Are you gonna get us into your private sanctuary?
Sure.
Are you gonna
have
feed
overnight?
us? Give us places to sleep?
All right.
Then let's do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you here
What's the
too?
worst that can
No.
happen?
No,
Well,
it's
what-
not smelly.
Should we find the rest of
All
the
of
guys too?
That's a winner right there.
All his unseen servants can keep an eye on everybody.
They can rub the lotion. They can rub
Yes.
the lotion.
Mage hand. That's what I call it.
You can hear all the
The
secret
magical
conversations.
Yeah.
I keep hearing rats. I don't understand.
Well, where's the rest of them? Like, if he's at midnight,
I'll go. I think I know where he's at. 'Cause that's where we were staying.
Yeah, you know where he's at. He's still praying in front of the false idol, and he's
we have.
what, the hammer?
That's true. I don't believe it's real. So
Okay,
He's got you.
sure definition. And he was staying. He locked himself in his room to avoid all interaction with people.
Yes,
I'm praying in front of the false idol. You look down, I'm at your feet.
I'm primarily sleeping.
at least somebody's praying to me.
I need to go find him, drag him out of his quarters. But
And you guys are going to gather at the Wizards College.
yes,
Okay.
Let's let him have a sleepover. Cool.
Okay.
The neutral room.
Yeah. So you guys head back in there. He seems to have a lot more rooms than he did before.
Whoa, I'm here.
I got
Oh, fantasy triumphs.
I did not go get you. I went and got him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you going to retrieve the flagellant?
Yeah, I'll send a runner for him.
Okay. So you guys are aware the group is summoning you, unless
Right in
there's
the
something
middle
you
of
guys wish to
exerting
do.
yourself. Come on.
That's right.
have I got?
I
Do you
can
think I've
start
got
the
enough
rest
sleep
off
so I
the
don't?
last
I'm not
hours, I
fatigued?
think.
No. No, we have.
Well, it's the middle of the night, so it's
Hey,
maybe like
Luke,
4 or
man.
5 in the morning. You're tired, but you're okay otherwise.
I'll go to the college.
Okay. So you guys gather up, maybe 5 or
Won't be
6
staying
a.m. or
there
so.
anyway, 'cause it's gonna get
at the college.
swarmed and probably everybody beaten to death and stuff like that in there. So
And
that's it.
where?
We were at.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
I thought you were
midnight.
talking about
You're leaving the
Midnight
um,
delegation.
Mindenheim delegation as they're finishing packing up.
Yeah.
And they're riding for the gates before the first lights.
That'd probably help them.
Sure, that's fine. But otherwise, they bid you good weather and safe travels. If you're back in Mindenheim, please report. Let them know how things are going. Don't forget your duties out in the swamp. Other than that,
Don't be late.
yeah, don't be late. Got crime out there. There's still that whole bogtopus thing. But other than that, no, they're headed north.
What is going on with the map?
I don't know what's going on with
So
that.
it's doing that too because
No. Wow.
Bench.
it's like pixelating.
Just the screen just opens up.
He's actually gonna have That would be awesome.
Wait.
You can refresh your screen.
Hold on.
Yeah,
And
refresh.
it's only on the visible.
Okay, so you guys are gathered up. Like I said, it's early morning. Between resting and relaxing for everybody else to show up, or your various activities, won't worry about any sort of fatigue or anything like that. That's been recovered. You guys are otherwise functional. What would you like to do? The Mindenheim delegation has left, so they're no longer a contact option.
Didn't seem to be any like
Disruption?
disruptions or problems for them.
They don't seem to have any problems, but they're leaving
Did you catch that?
before such things start to happen.
Fatigue.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
They're leaving town with haste with their forces. They have enough of an army with them. Nobody's going to directly attack them because they're not organized yet.
Okay.
But you can tell the air of the city is such. Within a few days, Altdorf is ready to march. Type stuff.
At the very least, they're
Okay.
going to put him under lock and key.
Yeah.
So what's happened?
A lot.
The guy that burned me, he
Actually,
legitimately was dead, right, George?
Are we,
Crossfire?
are we just gonna
Yeah.
do that
Yeah.
over the night?
Yeah.
They update this.
Like he cheated death last
Uh,
night.
We're trying to decide
I-
what this
I-
is,
I assume so.
I'll look for the true
I-
hammer.
So I guess that's the question. When Ben and William show up, do you fill them in on all information, or do you exclude certain pieces?
I'd fill him in on everything. Well, at least him on our walk back, I fill him in on everything I know.
Okay.
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 Including the caster theory?
Well, absolutely.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So everybody's well aware that he's caster libero.
I mean, I would also voice to you that that is a belief that's not very popular in my opinion because I trust him.
Thank you for letting me know.
The story
I,
about the serpent, about
wanna-
the
I wanna-
jade
I'm
serpent.
glad
see
nobody
these
knows. Something.
Sitting
It's what you check.
No plan.
Yeah. I trust it. Intuition.
He's lying through his teeth.
Bullshit. I could roll that language. See that? It's a cheat. Like it's here it goes.
I don't suppose there's a way for me to come on.
Quintus?
Good.
Not currently. I mean, you can spend your next activity time and go track him down if you want, but the group tells you he's at the library researching additional information about the Blackfire Pass.
And we're supposed to meet with him in the
Based on
morning.
what you've told
In the
me,
afternoon,
I
he needs
believe
he
we should,
he needs a little bit of sleep himself, although he's
Go
far
to
more
the
agitated and
website.
focused on the research.
'cause I
But he
think
needs
we
time to
can
actually
get
find stuff.
Okay.
I need time to print some handouts for you,
Yeah, I got it.
and then you'll get a whole bunch of handouts. You guys
and
can
we're
interpret
not
them however
gonna
you
know
wish.
Sweet. Total misinterpretation.
That's right.
Gotta get here.
Because normally tonight would have been my prep night. We changed the schedule.
And if we go through the river south, we'll be past the more forest.
I guess
the
we'll
river
see.
south, is that
I'll tell the
what
college
things right
everything
now?
that's going on,
Okay.
and see if any help they're getting. They get to know
And
everything.
we have course.
Okay.
It's super
But we'll
trustworthy.
get to meet
Sure.
I'm gonna be really careful not to touch anything inside his tower.
This is my first time being in Wizard Tower, so I'm just looking at everything.
Okay.
Like, this is like so above my station.
What? Huh?
So when you report to the Wizards Council,
I just
their recommendation
Make sure I didn't
is
touch
if you can
nothing. Oh, it's in there.
secure a meeting with the Emperor to see what his direction would be. They don't want to go work against him.
Can I try to find the
How
book
would he
that
get a meeting
he
with
was
the Emperor?
reading out of?
He took it with him.
Oh, okay.
It was a one of a kind first edition sort of thing.
Okay.
That's why he wasn't even allowed to translate it
That's fine. I was
without offending the dwarves.
only half listening,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
Good
but
enough.
here.
What?
I got the gist of it. Just
So
kind of
he's-
missed that little detail.
I mean, I'll ask how I get a meeting with the Emperor.
That they can't help with. He's not
Yeah.
currently taking any advice. But if you have a way to get to him,
We know multiple electric counts.
We know the
Most of them are
prince.
gone, though.
well,
Friends.
and you also surmise that the Emperor is probably preparing for war right now.
You didn't you know Fire Wizard Man? Like he got invited to the where he would normally be invited, right?
Did you guys,
By the Emperor.
did
Maybe you can.
guys tell him
And he
about the
He sounded the whole time like a
Yeah,
man of
he's
action,
a-
which you guys told me. So
new champion?
Maybe a part of the council.
He's a wizard
That
lord.
as directly relates to Zinch. So
Do we
Yeah.
do we have any
I think it's that
knowledge of how to do anything like
Seems
that?
kinda crazy.
So that would be what was his name?
Referencing it as a connection.
started with a G.
G.
Gormal?
Gorman?
Yeah,
New
some
champion.
Gorman. Cyrus Gorman.
So, like,
Yeah, he's the High Wizard of Fire, the Fire College. You go speak to him, and he says, "Yeah, I can get you into, at least speak to his physician, that quack."
position.
Yes.
Did we ever go talk to Jenna Everhauer after we freed her? It's the
Oh,
high wizard of
She
Midnight.
wasn't around.
she just blew up.
Okay.
She never returned to town.
She just said, "You're an MG."
Right. She went to Blackfire Pass, passed through, and now is a god too. Everybody who
knows I
passes
saved her.
through becomes a god.
Oh, I run through immediately.
Look at the story.
Never-ending story. Wow. And okay.
Just need a love dragon.
What's the official statement about their did they put out an official statement regarding their attack on Ubersrick? Like, what is the
Yeah, it was the Emperor's command.
okay?
That was the statement. They were squashing rebellion.
While he's not in his room, he's going to talk to the Lord of the Fireside.
Mhm.
I want to take a look at this wine bottle.
Okay.
He's got me totally intrigued. But that's
I'm
what I do.
intrigued now. Also,
Okay.
I've seen
It's a bottle of wine, labeling itself as a
Rockford.
yeah, a Rotford vintage, about 35 years old.
That's specifically what I was looking for.
Okay.
That's from that town that was yeah, that was raised.
Mhm.
Hmm.
See, it's subtle agreement.
Do we have an app?
Have we got a bottle?
You have a bottle. Oh,
that
another
can-
bottle?
It looks close enough.
Do we have any connection
Yeah, I
to
think-
the like kind of the one?
You have met them at the council, but no, you don't have any direct connections. They were at the council meeting. Some of you have met them.
Who?
Huh?
Don't look at me. I insulted him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I met him.
Ain't that won't give me that note.
I don't have it.
Maybe it was in there when we had
Do
a
not have
conversation
it.
about the position.
Mhm.
So he knows
Yeah,
that's
I
a
mean,
good.
I'll go
That's a
back
good
and
in.
share it. If I get any details, like how to meet him, where to meet him, X, Y, Z.
Okay.
And this is the vintage I was going to try to give the lady.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't give her that.
Why? I bet you she would actually let us in the talk room with this.
Not after she drank that.
Oh shit. That's later.
You didn't see what happened to the people who drink that stuff.
That's not my problem.
Well, it is after
I am
you get
going-
taught.
I am going to try to find his story
Ever?
and cue him in on a possible lead.
Slowly
bit of
clean
research
back
you might want to look
Okay.
Okay.
You're
Falls off.
gonna depart in the morning to go find him at the library?
Yeah.
Okay. What does everybody else wish to do in the morning?
Well, the guy's not ready till the afternoon.
We need to go talk to. Why do we need to go talk to the Emperor?
I just want to know why he's faking. You know, why is he so sick and why is he putting a fake face forward? Because there's somebody who is not the Emperor that's been taking his place in all these different gatherings.
We can get
So you
support.
expect us to be able to get an audience with him and have him confess any of that shit to us?
It has nothing to do with a confession, in my opinion.
Well,
we don't need,
Gorman is leading you there.
Okay, even then.
and we
Let's
don't need
get
to see
fellas
him. We see
fucking
his
comments.
position.
So that's what we're going. We're seeing his
Right.
position.
Right.
Yes.
Gorman is concerned about any such threats. I don't know how much you share with him.
I told him everything.
Okay. So he's very concerned that something's going on with his friend.
Okay.
Okay. So he's, like you commented, he's a man of action. He's going to go there, and this physician will give him access to his friend.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll come in.
In the meantime, I'm going to clean up as much as I can so I
Okay.
don't look like I'm covered in commoner filth.
Okay.
Probably should not.
decided before I
you are
leave.
Can't believe it.
Is this decided before you leave? Sure.
You can have my filth if you like.
Hey, Mr. Erdman's.
Okay. So you're going to go with him?
Harass
Can I
board.
stay in this tower while you guys go?
What do I have?
Yeah, you
My
can with us.
silver 3.
Go.
You're going with. So the wizards usher you out of the place.
Oh,
And
man.
it folds up into a small pocket. And then you guys leave, heading to the palace, led by Gorman, who walks through the dark streets early in the morning, putting out his own light.
Yeah. I
Um,
love it.
as he gets himself worked up, heading to the
All I can
palace.
picture.
Every time.
When he gets to the palace, the guards momentarily reach out to stop him, and he pretty much just ignores them, walks on past. They do, however, stop you guys. What, if anything, do you want to do?
Gorman, they're stopping us. We need to be
Guards say,
there.
What's your business here?
We're with him.
And you, who are you?
The heroes of the realm.
Not this realm. We don't trust elves.
With the wizard.
Okay.
To have a meeting with the lead physician.
Okay, give me a charm roll.
No.
You're gonna walk
Put that
over
boat
the
back down.
word list.
The modifiers again. Okay, so you are speaking to the guards.
Yep.
They are neutral, so 0. I would say a challenging test.
Okay.
They are. What's your social status?
Gold 2.
Gold. So you get a plus 20 for that.
Okay.
They are They are inferior in skill, so you get another plus 20.
Okay.
And they are. You're in a group of guards. There's probably 4 to 10 of them. So minus 20 for that.
Excellent.
I'll go ahead and reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, you have.
It's like 8 or something.
Excellent.
Dark Gale.
Nope.
You sure?
Nope.
Okay. So, yeah, they're not willing to let anybody who's not gold status into the palace.
Well, that's one of us.
Isn't it 2 of you?
No.
Aren't you gold status? Okay. So you're allowed into the temple.
It's the palace, right? The
Yeah.
Imperial Palace.
Yes.
It's a temple.
Probably threatening the way. It's not like.
That won't work.
Probably not.
That won't work.
Okay. So, Gorman pauses, waits for you to get through the guards, and then leads you in. Inside, after marching down one of the hallways, he throws open a door, and you see a physician in one of the rooms. He calls out loudly, "Who are you and what are you doing here?" The physician spends it looks rather shocked to suddenly be interrupted. He looks like he's putting together some sort of a concoction. It has this very well appointed bedroom and so forth, his chambers and everything. And says, I'm preparing a concoction for the emperor, and what's it to you?
We heard the note the illness is. Really, for the most part, I'll let the fire wizard or whatever take the lead for most of it. So
Okay.
I assume he's going to take the lead regardless. And at least then he at least has a little bit more cover and leeway with the emperor.
Okay. The physician describes his mixture as a concoction of schadenkraut, moonflower, mixed with pine shavings, for the good of His Majesty's nerves and to ensure a good night's sleep.
What illness does he have?
Stress. He hasn't been sleeping well. This concoction will cure his nerves.
We already looked into whatever he was using.
Yeah.
The chick, and it was all bullshit. We
Well-
bought all the ingredients. So he knows this.
Mm-hmm.
We've already know, and all of it was bullshit.
Okay, you can share context information.
So,
I'm not worried about that.
I thought we looked into that and it was actual. I thought it was actually real
Yeah,
All the
it
concoction
was.
stuff.
They
for nerve stuff.
somebody paid her to recreate everything that could be made with those combinations.
Yeah, I thought it was an actual.
But
like,
it was exact. What he's saying does fit what the chick made, but it wasn't for anything like, hey, we're trying to cure an illness that's going to keep the emperor hidden and under for a while type thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which is what we were wondering what was being made. We thought that the ingredients would make something profound when all it was an aspirin, more or less. I mean, I know aspirin, that's an exaggeration, but that's more or less all it was.
As long as the Emperor's not pregnant, they should be fine.
My point is, there is no true illness. He's getting him.
Yeah.
What's that stuff that calms down
Placebo.
ludes?
Oh, Quaaludes?
Quaaludes.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Give me a willpower save.
willpower.
Willpower.
Okay. Bonuses, negatives.
Just give me a base roll first. Okay. The fumes from the concoction are sort of filling the room. That you are feeling somewhat relaxed just with it, and you see Gorman's flames have subsided quite a bit.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's not like he's like stirring things up specifically because you're here or anything. It just he's mixing it and brewing it, and the air seems to be having that sort of effect.
Punks, man.
I mean, out of game and stuff like that, why we talk with the physician in the first place? Because
Because he's the one that's been controlling access to the crown.
Correct. He was our way in.
He's the private doctor of Karl Franz, who you have heard through several different areas. Quite a few people don't understand why he has the access and why he has this situation, because he's not known to be a particularly good physician, and he sort of suddenly jumped up in social standing because of something. Okay. He's here. He's mixing some drugs that certainly seem to have what he's describing. Okay, but he's trying to treat and help the king as a result. Now, separately, the group has become aware, or at least strongly suspect, that the Karl Franz that's been in public is not the real Karl Franz. Okay. Now, whether he knows it or not, I mean, Heinrich wasn't aware of it, and Gorman wasn't aware of it. Okay, it's his friend as far as he knows, but other people that are closer to him, like his wife, had indications that the king wasn't the right one.
And the known countess had argued directly with him, and that was heard well by
Right.
I think. Yeah.
Well, then I'll tell the physician we need to meet with the emperor.
Well, he can't be disturbed right now, sir.
War happens today. He better be fit to be able to talk.
Well, I guess maybe it might be urgent, but give me another intimidate or diplomacy check as your choice.
Probably would be intimidating.
Okay. Mechanically,
Yeah, it's most intimidating.
okay. So this would be we'll give you a plus 20 for the role play situation. You're speaking gold to gold, so there's no modifier there. It is equivalent skills, I would say, and you're in a small crowd, so 0 there.
Okay.
Okay. You push the issue, and with Gorman's assistance, he finally says, "Okay, fine. You can see the prince or the king, but I warn you, doctor-patient confidentiality. No information should leave this area." He opens up the next door into the next room. You see the king's chamber, his bedroom. The king is in bed, covered up with thick blankets and so forth, with laying on the pillow. He looks like he is sweating profusely, and his head, which is about all you can see of him, is a deep shade of purple.
Okay.
The physician runs over to him with the concoction. Capel Muller wipes some sweat off his head and everything. Says, "See, the emperor. Unfortunately, he's very ill. Purple brain plague is notoriously difficult to treat, but by proper rest, the emperor can still function."
But he hasn't been functioning this whole time, has he?
Well, no. He's a bit limited, certainly. Thus, the use of their decoy. I mean, as you stated, war is about to break out. It would have broken out weeks ago if the population knew the prince or the king was incapacitated.
Is the prince made aware of this?
Prince Wolfgang? Oh, yes, he's certainly aware of his father's condition.
Where is he?
He's not here.
Yeah. And it's the question, where is he?
Okay, he says he's probably somewhere else in the castle. He's not sure where.
Okay.
I think if George could have, he would have stabbed you in real life right there. His face
Well, he
was
would
like,
have to
"You
know, yeah.
motherfucker, I know he's not here."
Yeah.
His face was fucking great.
It is bad that all of your NPCs are smartasses.
Well, he wouldn't really. This guy, he really wouldn't know. They would probably keep him in a separate area.
Well, he
Yes, but
this physician has exclusive access to the emperor. So
Just the
effective, just the emperor. So effectively, with exclusive access to the emperor,
You are the emperor.
yeah. So
Well, he's not the only one who has access, but he controls access because he's treating the emperor's illness. Okay. According to him, the prince has been here. He's aware of the condition, as it has a select crew, a select staff and key personnel within the palace. Nobody else is aware of it. Now the two of you are aware, and as per state secrets, he expects you to maintain the confidentiality of that.
how's the other wizard? What's he reacting?
He is shocked and dismayed that his friend is sick and that he wasn't made aware of it. Rather frustrated and annoyed that the wizard colleges were not brought into discussions of it. I mean, it was kept hidden. And he's responding according to that. But I mean, he understands the situation now that information is out. Okay. I don't know if you have any medical knowledge or medical skills.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay.
That's what
Used
our,
to.
our group went from having this much to none. Well, very
Oh, yeah, you're not gold though. You're not important enough on the status chain to know about that.
Even if I was tier 4, I'm not gold.
Yes, you
Okay.
No, I think I'm silver 4, gold 1.
I'm fully confident. In it.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
I don't know if you are. Or...
You see Friedrich looking through the window. Let me in.
Winds of magic base.
You're probably right.
Okay. While you're talking with Gorman, he gives some of the concoction to the king. At the same time, you notice him slip a small vial out of his sleeve and pour that into the king's mouth as well.
Melt that motherfucker.
Apparently attempting to be subtle about it. Trying to sneak it.
Call him out as he's doing it. What's that?
No, it's purely a stimulant. Nothing to be concerned of. Elvira told me to make sure we mix this in.
I want to grab it.
Oh, no, you're right.
Okay. You see the king. His eyes wake up. He wakes up a little bit. Seems to have a bit more energy at this point.
From the vial we got drank or whatever.
From one of the two.
Cocaine.
Okay. He said, Elvira told me to do this. He said, if my prescriptions were having a negative effect, then I have to be using the wrong ingredients. I suggest you go talk to Elvira if you have any concerns here.
So, it's been several months. I just want to clarify. So,
Elvira
I
is
do-
the pharmacist.
yeah, I know the pharmacist. I do remember. I do remember the second thing like that.
Okay.
Is that true with people?
With when we talked to her,
Yeah.
as far as what she was selling the guy, it's been too long.
She was instructed to mix up ingredients and concoctions that were considered illicit and questionable from a medical practice standpoint. At least her claim was that she had been, a few of those concoctions had been ordered.
Okay.
What he's saying is she told him that if his treatments weren't working, try this other stuff.
Okay.
Okay, which is what he did. Okay, he seems to be taking advantage of the fact that between the two, it seemed to at least put the emperor back in reasonable state. Okay.
That's that. How long has he had this condition?
He has been suffering from this condition for. Good question.
Not time.
17 years.
I'm just saying, how long has the campaign been going? 4 years now?
I'm going to say 3 months.
And has his state improved at all?
No, his state hasn't been improved. Purple brain pox is not particularly curable. He hasn't gotten worse, but his state hasn't improved. So give me a arcane spell lore type thing.
Lore magic.
Okay.
Regular test.
Yep. Okay. So purple brain pox is a supernatural disease believed to be instituted by demons.
Okay.
Okay. Commonly associated with Zetch.
Okay.
Okay.
The cure of this.
And actually, now I found the reference. So apparently, for the past year,
Lobotomize
you've been
her.
increasingly unwell and bedridden.
Okay.
Okay. None of the physicians or prayers of Shalia have been able to alleviate it. Purple brainpox is considered very, very dire as far as it's very difficult to treat. His form or his strain of it seems to be mild but debilitating, but hasn't killed him anywhere close to as fast as it typically would.
And you've not informed any of the college about this?
We've informed the Temple of Shalia and the Physicians Guild as necessary to find treatments for purple brainpox. That's where they found me and brought me in with my expertise. And apparently my recipe at least mitigates the symptoms. Give me a intelligence roll, I'll say.
Failed. Smartest guy in the group. Failed.
Okay. You probably don't remember it. The last time, as a player, you probably don't. The last time you guys, you have some knowledge of purple brainpox because you have seen effects of it before in Bogenhaven.
But yeah, I don't
You encountered people that were suffering from its effects.
I don't know.
It was a long time ago.
Was it the people where the demon came out of the floor? What?
Bogenhaven.
That was where a demon came out of the floor back in the sewers and everything.
Yeah.
But several of the people in the town were suffering from. There was a disease running the town,
That's what
and the symptoms matched that of purple brainpox.
Then later on, change her voice just summon. So
What some stuff?
It was almost summoned.
it was summoned and put into camp.
He changed their ways.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So
I don't remember any of that.
It's all caster.
Exactly.
So
What you know of, yeah, you don't have any medical knowledge per se.
Sounds more like a spiritual thing than it is
Yeah.
a medical thing.
I mean, functionally, I'm going to advise them to. Well, obviously, for the last year, he's been suffering this, and you need to communicate with the Wizard College and get them into it, and I'll inform them how it's a supernatural type thing rather than a classic medical case.
Well, yeah, we have researched it with the Wizard College, but they have no cure for purple brainpox either. The best we can do is maintain until the source can be cured or the Emperor can fight off the infection.
I need the hammer.
So, again, if you don't care for my treatment methods, I understand. I don't want to bore you with the details of the medicines, but as questionable as they might be, they have the effect. I can't claim full credit for the knowledge myself. That came from Elvira and her assistants. I mean, obviously, he's taken advantage of the situation to better his own status.
Mhm.
But he claims that the knowledge for how to treat things came from Elvira.
No, right?
Right?
Advise them on that stuff.
You You want him to stop treating the king or continue? His concern is if he stops treating the king, then his symptoms will worsen and he'll likely die, likely within a month. At this point, he's not mobile and can't do a lot of things, but he is alive. So he's buying time for him. There's lucid periods where he can still give commandments and instructions. Outside of that, the council put in place a decoy, or the key members put in place a decoy, which is the one that you've been encountering here and there. It's a decent body double, but obviously doesn't have the full information.
I would basically, my view is keep treating him.
Okay.
But I would also say it's like, well, I think the heir should be taking a little bit more of a front role instead of trying to work as a body double that many members of the council has already seen through.
So you want the emperor to abdicate his throne in favor of a unproven teenager?
I would think that the said teenager should be shown to have a little bit more initiative, so when he does abdicate to the throne, he already has that favor behind him.
Okay, I'm not a politician, so I'll defer to you. Certainly that sounds like something the elector counts could bring up for discussion. He's ultimately neutral on it, as far as that aspect. Fundamentally, the point is, go to the elector counts and convince them that the prince should take over the crown, temporary or otherwise, but he has the rulership at that point.
Yeah.
And he has no history other than living an isolated life.
Mhm.
That's where he's expressing some concern, but he doesn't
that's
have
why
any
I was
say.
saying whether or not council approved or not, he's technically the heir, and if he shows initiative of taking control, leading politics and stuff like that, he does build that background. So when he does take the throne, he has
Sure.
that behind him. I'm not saying council approved or not. I'm just saying that needs to be the idea put toward him to start doing it.
Okay. And Gorman's concern is, with war right around the corner, putting an unproven person in charge is not the correct action. Instead, the wizard should take over.
I know I'm not there, but he's already been proven. He's already given edicts and military action.
The prince?
Yes.
When?
That's what he was doing while we were there. He was giving military direction while we were at his keep.
He commands his own individual guards.
Wasn't he the one that took?
From what I remember, it was like petty. It was
His
like
little
it's
things going wrong.
Yeah, it's people that were just coming to him saying, "Hey, I got somebody who can listen, who can have some power." He's a noble at that point.
I thought he was the one who commanded the action that was taken on the really questionable one.
No.
Uber strike.
Yeah.
No, that was the
king.
emperor. Yeah.
At least from what we're
What? I know it was the king that said go do it. I thought it was the prince that went and did it.
No. His generals did.
Right, putting wizards on to take power and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think is a better solution.
Gorman's view: if anybody should take charge, it should be the Fire College. We'll burn the Mindenheimers out of the land.
I've already been burned. I'm fine.
Okay, and that's the danger. Is that's part of the reason why the core has not shared the information that the king is out of commission, because as soon as you do, everybody in the elector counts thinks they're the right person, and it's going to be hard to convince them that the prince should take over. Now, he might be the right choice, or he might be the best choice. They're not going to listen to that.
Well, that's why I was saying, do what they're currently doing.
Okay.
Plant the idea in the prince of, now it's my chance to take initiative, help out the land, approved or not, to have that idea.
Mhm.
But with the whole putting wizard on the in leadership and stuff like that. I would more think maybe the whole college with there, so you have the might of all wins, not just the one.
They don't get along that well.
Yeah.
I mean, they get along
But-
when it's all wizards
Yeah.
in line, but a lot of them would be opposed to the wizards taking over the empire. Some of them would be very much for it, and that's where you're gonna have their own internal conflicts.
Mhm.
Okay, and their big concern from Altdorf right now is within a week, Middenheim might be marching on Altdorf. They got to defend the realm. So, okay, anything else you want to do here with the king?
He's not awake enough to speak or anything to contribute to these
Yeah,
conversations.
he's awake and he can speak. He definitely doesn't seem fully there.
Okay.
I've
Does he
seen
contribute
it.
at all to any of the conversations or the prayer
Um, I mean,
Then-
the best he comes out and says that no, I'm still strong. I can take care of this. I just need a few more days of rest. Let me get my strength back, and I'll tell them why they shouldn't face off against Karl Franz.
Against himself?
No, why they shouldn't face off against
Like they
himself.
should, yeah. Like don't
He's
challenge.
delirious. He's speaking in third person.
I guess for the main part, I guess I'll ask if we have the permission or whatever to look for the Golmaraz, the actual Golmaraz.
It's one of the key ways to know you're old, by the way.
The current one was either
Kids these days don't do it.
was supposedly
And
fake.
by kid, I mean like 30 years in. Right.
He seemed shocked and completely surprised at such things.
I'll share the whole
Um,
details.
Okay, I don't think he has the attention level to go
That's
through
fine.
all the
That's
details,
fine.
but what he absorbs fairly quickly, he calls for an aide. A small page comes in, gives him some paper, and he writes out an edict saying that in a fairly rough hand, you are to be given free reign to travel the southern realms, and equipment from the treasury to assist.
Okay.
In aid of the emperor.
You don't care about those things.
Okay.
Couldn't have been more attention to some 3 things.
You say it, right?
Being a brass zero Bert character, might I remind you.
Which is why you don't care.
So,
I would like a hammer to smash things better.
the page gives you the paper, and
Get a cat of 9 tails.
I mean, at least he's supportive of your efforts.
Okay.
That's the best he can do at this stage.
That's what the college wanted me to get before traveling down and picking up religious relics.
Okay, that's what the college wanted.
That's what you said.
Okay.
That's other
Yeah.
people.
That's awesome.
Okay, so you're gonna head out.
You
Okay.
People who had money.
You and Gorman head back to the gate where the groups are frustratingly still being held out by the guards, and return.
Trying to
Gorman says, perhaps a little too loud, "King's sick."
His nickname?
We all knew that. Let's move on. I point at the guards. Think somebody's gonna let us in, right?
No. Oh, we got you marked now, man.
Just this crayon drawing of a one-eared owl. It's plastered. No.
What level of sick?
I'm not a physician. He looks pretty bad to me. He's all purple.
Nothing,
Why-
nothing,
why-
we're, gonna- nothing we're going to discuss here.
So why are we having this discussion here?
Okay.
Now I gotta kill him.
Let's write down these.
No, they were writing a little picture of an elf,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a stick figure.
They're trying to use their basic skill.
We'll go off to the group
What
and
was that
go
movie
to the.
It's about Christmas with the elves and the stop motion animation from way back in the day when we were kids.
Especially not after
Yep.
he just said that.
Had the abominable snowman, everything in it.
And now Yukon Jack.
Yeah,
Yes.
Rudolph the Red.
that's what it looks like.
Yeah,
was.
that's what it is. It's all-
It looks like one of those little elves.
Yeah.
What's that old stick figure?
I mean, it
movie
has.
about,
You're
uh,
Hermie.
Rudolph
Hermie
person?
dentist elf. That's who you are.
I like that. I'd be okay with that.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Are you gonna exposition dump on us? At some point?
After we go someplace.
Yeah.
Once you're secure somewhere,
Yep. Back
or
to
just
the-
here on the street?
I keep a safe distance from Mr. Fire Wizard this entire time, anyway, with an arrow knock
Okay.
just in case he goes
So
crazy.
no, Gorman is
You're just walking
interested
behind
in
him.
heading back to the college. He needs to discuss with them the possibilities of the college taking control of the empire.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay. So he's going to go off and do his own thing unless you have something else you need him to do or look at.
So what's going on with the Emperor?
So I should kill him now, right?
I don't.
I step away.
He doesn't care what they think. He's looking for if you have something else for him to tackle that within his personality, he will. Otherwise, he's going to go off to start his own actions.
Unless he wants to join us going on a holy
No,
quest.
he has no interest in going there. He has far more interest in securing the wizard's capabilities.
I'm behind him, literally with an arrow gun.
Oh.
He reaches out and melts your bow.
No! There's only been one artifact that's been destroyed. We don't need a second one.
I know.
Okay.
And functionally, yeah,
I mean, you can reach him again if it becomes necessary. So
I was a fire wizard.
he,
So.
he heads back to the college.
So
I was trying to gauge.
Is this a
The thing is, he has AOS shield.
would a spiritual intervention help with this disease? Because it seems demonic-y.
Yeah, I'll tell people the information.
You fill him in.
So
So why don't we look to the church?
they already tried that. They tried everywhere but the college.
So
Well,
They
tried like the Shalian, which would
Right.
be the typical one you would go for the spiritual treatment and stuff for healing.
right. They researched all options. Okay, so they went to the college and said, "How do you treat purple brain pox?" They didn't go to the wizards and say, "I want you, wizard, to come here and treat this patient."
Yeah.
Okay, because the wizard told them we have no cure for this disease. The priests of Shalia tried their prayers,
Mhm.
had no effect on it, which is not uncommon for purple brain pox. Okay, it's well known that once you are infected, you will die. It's just a matter of how many days.
Functionally, I think we need to get a fancy, very powerful artifact that acts like a god to maybe cure such affliction.
Right.
What could
That-
you be
Yeah.
talking about?
I don't
Exactly.
know if my hammer's that powerful.
Definitely not. Watch, I can touch it.
Your spite
See?
certainly isn't.
What? It touches me back, see?
Hold still. This will help.
So
You don't
wanna-
blink it elven
So
power.
I'm saying you want to put your nail through his bow, right?
Yes. God damn it. It's everybody-
My axe is magic.
Watch, it'll chop his bone in.
It is a holy bow.
So
Yeah, purple brain pox is a gift from a chaos demon.
So we need to find the demon and kill him.
Yes, that's one option.
okay, do we have any idea where he picked up said affliction?
I would assume it was from,
A demon.
one of the many worshippers of chaos in the city.
Well, it was
So
about a
the-
year ago.
So the
No.
apothecary,
What happened, buddy? Can I use
whose
more
daughter
right
was
It
kidnapped.
was about a month before the attack on Ubersreich.
I wasn't here for that.
There wasn't anything
Okay,
notable
it
in the
wasn't on
history.
some expedition
No,
to the Gray Mountains.
no.
So the
Apothecary?
the apothecary, her daughter was stolen or something. We helped her get it back, and then she came to Aldor, and somehow rose through the ranks so quickly to
She became the personal physician of Yorick,
yeah.
and at least according to this guy, advised him as to how to delay the effects of the purple brain pox.
And with
How
all
did she
her,
Let's see if she's still there.
I mean,
Yeah,
I feel
that's a good idea. Let's go talk to
It
her.
also occurs.
I feel
to
like
me
maybe
that
she
we
has a
kind
grudge
of like
against
group.
Aldor. It was her little town that got
You guys brought her
Right,
here,
yeah.
right? I mean, you brought her here.
on her
So
boat.
you set her up with the possibility to do this. So we know who's at fault.
I also have that
Huberman.
from the
Astro Libra.
Black Tower.
Yeah, that bad.
Uh-huh.
Huberman talks about
Okay.
demons and all their stuff.
Okay, that would probably give you some relevance as far as the disease.
Yeah, so I want to look
I'm
at
actually
that
being
one
serious
again
about who's
and
at fault
see
now,
where
right, everybody?
they're going.
I mean, you understand this, right?
I walked behind him with my hammer drawn.
Okay, so you're saying you want to split up with the group again?
You're trying to reason to the.
Or you want to refer it
Whenever we're split up,
Higher
whenever
ranking
that
warriors.
may be.
You're going to refer to the
Absolutely. 'Cause you would be the easiest one to do.
Don't like sometimes, so.
Yeah, but the theory, I think
You're
the
a
two
zealot.
theories that
He spoke blasphemy many times in your presence.
I think so far we've heard
Blasphemy.
3 theories. Either somehow we can cure it with medicines or prayer, which doesn't seem to be working.
right.
You
Praying
can,
to the wrong gods.
Murder. The answer is always murder.
okay. Okay, 4th option, you can murder. 3rd option would be kill the demon. 4th option would be retrieve some powerful artifact to fight the disease
But 2 birds with 1 stone. Cure the hammer, save the
and
king.
murder people.
Wasn't there a
Yes.
Yes.
Would it not be easier to find a demon than it would be in a
He would-
fucking hammer?
We know where the
Trying to
hammer's
find
We don't know what
a
demon.
cult for the
Yeah,
last year
right,
for the whole
right.
campaign. How are we gonna find a demon that heads the cult?
find the purple.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Oh,
You haven't counted a couple of demons already.
So, on our way south,
normally
because-
unexpectedly.
You went by a crypt that had a magic holy weapon inside.
and he forced us to leave it there.
hey, you know,
He would not allow us.
I've got to go on a trip real quick.
Yeah, I'll be back in
It's
a
on
few
the way.
days.
It's on the way to Nome.
That your hammer
All
was
right,
shaking.
All right, from player to player, you're totally right. But from player to player, think about the campaign, right? Think about, okay, we're like 6 months into this campaign that inevitably took us 4 fucking years up to this point. And Sean's like, here's the most powerful magic item
No,
in all of
We
Warhammer.
were much further into it than that.
It was
Either way.
It was the case of I heard a voice or whatever in the chapel.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, there's an item in the basement or whatever to do it. And you decided, no, that's sacrilege and stuff like that.
Well,
And
it was a tomb to a fallen knight of Sigmar.
Okay, but fair enough. So
But it's-
hold on. His
That's
implication
the
here
plans.
is that is the real Gosmer.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? We just could have had him.
And like I could have been walking around with the holiest of holies this whole fucking time, and that alone
And you don't
wouldn't have led into a massive shit fest.
You don't think it would have been an interesting plot hook having you corrupted by a demon wielding gold?
I planned
rod?
some of these
That would've been all
campaigns out a long time.
No fucking way.
No,
I don't buy it. I don't fucking buy it.
Now, see, the campaign, like the story-written campaign, ended like years
It
ago.
was
We
like
are literally going right past it. We can stop
Right.
there on the way.
No,
Yeah.
We need to anyway, just to see how
Yeah.
we're doing.
We also I would like to
I'm
find
serious.
that
I'm
holy
actually
relic.
being dead serious.
I would like to find the holy relic you bypassed.
Okay, well, again, the whole scenario and situation at the time, any worshiper of Sigmar would find it completely sacrilegious to break into a sealed tomb of a Sigmar hero.
It was sealed.
Yes, it was.
It was an absolute.
It was
thing.
the
I had to
only thing
convince that.
uncorrupted in the land.
It was why I was willing
The
to
only thing-
fucking kill
Yeah.
Matt over it.
I thought it was part of the.
If you guys want to go back and defile the tomb, go for it.
I thought it was part of the.
You
tomb
defile the
that
tomb,
broke
the next thing getting defiled is you.
It absolutely did.
I am sure it is already defiled by now.
And I did not
Yeah,
understand.
it absolutely was. It was absolutely part of that because the ghouls and everything and chewed up everything else.
All I want to
but
do
they
is
did not
point out
touch that.
This is what you don't understand. These assholes
We'll do
will
it.
make you think that I make piss poor decisions every time. When in reality, I look at the decision and like, nope, I'm not doing that. That's totally in line with my character.
That's
And
right.
then we'll rewrite history fucking 2 years later and be like, that's a moron. We had the perfect weapon
So,
to fucking cure the whole campaign right there.
Now,
In
drop your
truth,
hammer.
Eat shit.
You put your hammer into hell and got corrupted by
Perfect language.
Not my
perfect
fault.
weapons from the campaign.
You act like that was my fault.
It was.
in
You
truth,
Look
it is
inside
not
the campaign,
beyond me
inside the demon.
to put a no-win scenario where to solve the problem you have to sacrifice everything you have.
That
It has happened many
First
times.
I have done that.
language. Second off, what the hell?
We-
Why me?
We
This
had
is not my first day here. You can eat it on the language.
my ex-wife now, the first campaign she was ever a member of, we were in a Rolemaster campaign. We're getting ready to try to close this portal, and the only way to keep the demon hordes, which my character that was playing as a Rolemaster Paladin is trying to fight off by himself the hordes as she's at this portal. The only way to close it was both basically three of us had to sacrifice our lives, our characters' lives, to be able to save the realms. So it's nothing for him to go, okay, how many people have to die? You make the choice. The realm could be what we need. We just have to kill him. Now, both of you.
Yeah, both of you now.
And I'm going to tell you, there's a certain member of the group that was trying to convince me that the relic was more important.
Yes,
At the time.
It was important. It's a quest item.
More important than at your character's life.
The whole point, any campaign ultimately boils
Behind
down
your back.
to what are you willing to give to accomplish?
Yeah.
So I was very
It's a
seriously
common thing.
considering
It's
murdering
just
your
the
character in your sleep and taking the relic.
What's even more fun is when you make the ultimate sacrifice and it turns out not to be what you're looking for.
Right. Which you 100%
why I never
do it.
Which, valid. And that's the pessimistic view on it, where Matt takes the more of I'm willing to sacrifice myself on the chance it might do it.
You
It's
would
a
never.
cod piece of
My
loyalty or
ex-wife
something.
literally was like, "I'm never playing again." She was so furious, and now she's a lunatic to begin with.
Yeah.
But it was the most. For me, I didn't mind. I'm used to sacrificing. It was not a big deal. For her, she was so fucking fuming mad. I think I heard about it for like 2 weeks straight.
Some people play the game with mentality of the story is there for the players to win. My mentality is the story is there to tell a good story and entertain everybody. If you all live, great. If you all die, okay. The story is the journey. I mean, I don't.
Fringe
Were you
pickup
there?
These days, I generally don't try to kill everybody.
Were you there when Sean ran a campaign that was all the Greek gods, Poseidon, Ares, all of that? Okay, well, it was a great campaign because of the active role the gods were playing in everything, tempting us and challenging us and all that stuff. Well, there was one point where we're running across the beach. All right, Poseidon decides to go, I'm going to put a tidal wave coming at you guys. You're all dead. All right, when the tidal wave reaches you, so we start sprinting, and we're sprinting. We're looking back, and there's our dwarf in full plate. I'm like, oh Jesus, sprint! Come on, man, come on! And he's going as hard as he can, as fast as he can. No way he can make it. So what do? Who stays behind? So at the time I'm a wizard, so I'm trying to. Did you remember the leap spell? Leap, leap. Trying to get the stupid dwarf fighter and myself, it's one of those things where you're like, okay, it's all about timing, it's all about the athletic skill checks. And back then, if you remember, you played Rolemaster, there's that chart, and if you didn't roll well enough and get that plus 20 or 30% of your movement, you're not making it. So we made it, but it was one of the, if I wouldn't have stayed back and just kept going leap, and by the time we're 3/4 of the way there, and I'm making caster level checks because I've already spent so much of my damn PowerPoints. I'm like, I have to make this roll and this roll and this roll, and any moment I could fry my brain or trip. So that's the type of shit he was doing to us back then. If you don't remember,
But you made it.
yes, we made it.
What did you do?
But did you? Then,
Lots of imaginary turtles in that campaign.
yeah, it was a very fun campaign.
So, anyway,
Imaginary turtles.
So do we have?
I hate that. That's one of the greatest fumbles, but also
Okay, I'm
Most
looking at this
frustrating.
map. There's a place called Priest Lichheim.
yes. That's the first time you noticed that. I've been looking at every time I look at the map. I have to scroll over to that place.
What? So we
Priestlichheim.
need to
It's
meet up
Jewish.
with the historian. Do you need to go back to your college before we leave town?
Lichheim.
I mean, it's easy enough to do so. Meeting up with him in the afternoon, so we gotta get some good sleep before we leave.
Yeah,
so
I have it. I
should
need
get plenty of time.
yeah, he has a letter from the Emperor that should give you
Oh, there it is.
free or open travel on the roads to the south. But it should, at least if any troops or whatever stop you, you have that to say you're allowed to be there. Since some of you are obviously not Southerners. Okay, that'll be somewhat helpful. He's offered some aid. Doesn't specify exactly what it is. That's going to come down to your relative influence and capabilities and so forth, and what you guys end up wanting to do. Okay.
Near boat then horses.
The fastest travel to the south is going to be a boat, a ferry.
the one part I'm worried about is that the river splits at Nuln,
Mhm.
and I think if we head east, it's continuing downriver, but if we head south, we're going up.
Functionally doesn't matter. Most of the realm, the fastest mode of travel and safest is by boat.
Okay.
I want access to the military armory.
If we go by boat, and if it's still we're gonna get all the way to the town that's like right at the base of
I'll
the
get to whatever
pass.
you need for the
Prince
And bunkers is nearby.
Okay.
What?
What?
All the military clothes.
probably.
Where? How did I
Okay.
miss that?
So the question is, A, when do you want to leave? And B, what do you want to do before
I know
then?
it is around.
Well, we want
That's a
we
problem.
want to meet with the
Maybe-
historian in the
maybe
afternoon
for-
at least.
Okay.
Everybody else wants to rest because I'm sure they're all fatigued.
Okay.
I'm the only one that laid in a bed.
I'm gonna go find that apothecary that we brought to the city.
We're not fatigued anymore. You already said we.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are. I mean, before I go on a long journey, it's good to take a nap.
Yeah.
I didn't say
Other
she
than
wasn't
that.
here anymore.
Oh, she's not here anymore.
Which one?
The apothecary we brought from the city, who supposedly gave the treatment to
Elvira?
Elvira. Yeah, Elvira.
If she has a shop here in Altor. Yeah.
She is still here.
Who wants to go with me to go?
Whoa,
talk to her?
whoa. What's this? Never mind.
Then she's looking at you now.
Yeah.
We'll be going.
I'm gonna have to find some animation.
Please
Every
do so.
35 seconds, it just.
From the corner, from the corner, you just see.
Hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna go find her shop.
Okay.
And are you just looking for what she?
I'll go.
I don't trust her at this point.
Well, is he lying or is she?
That's what I'm gonna go try and figure out.
Or is he?
Which is he's just going to pick up more.
I'm gonna go tie up a loose end.
Yeah.
That's right. Bring your flatulent with you. Kill.
Heretic.
So you two are gonna go track down Elvira in the morning. You said you had some research to do. What are the three of you gonna do?
Does anybody have any
Go get a foil from the
specific
church.
I want to go from the church. Yes. That's why I'm
Like,
dealing with you.
weapon need? Anything like that?
You go with me though.
Elven arrows.
Those are common in town.
What about you,
Yeah, I
There.
want to flow from the
police officer?
I'm not
See if we can get you one.
copying.
Not since he picked up those
A
drugs.
Fool.
Give gas cams.
The military flail is the only two-handed weapon of the flail.
Functionally, that. Do you need any
Okay,
gear?
we'll get you one. I promise you.
Yeah, that's fundamentally what
Yeah.
what Andy is asking is,
Uh,
if you guys are about to go on a long journey, presumably into the wilderness, now's some time to think about what base gear do you need.
Make sure we all have enough money or value to be able to get horses and full tack and harness and all that good stuff wherever we go.
And I would recommend if people have armor, buy it. If you can, acquire a second pair of that armor. So when it gets broken, replace the armor
Well, how we carry all that? So that's
on the boat.
on the way.
That way, when your armor gets broken on the boat,
On
you
the
have another
boat.
pair.
It just weighs me down.
But hold on, guys. I gotta go back to the ship.
In the case of
Right.
we stop at one thing
I-
to do a side
yeah.
thing,
Right.
I agree with you.
We would
completely.
never do that as a party, ever.
If we have the kings,
After the battle of the crypt,
Permission
you're going to
slip.
need more armor.
I can I
probably
can
see
repair.
quality
I can
crossbow,
repair.
really.
So like your magic armor,
Probably
and stuff
good.
like that,
I don't really
I
need
can
a heavy
repair it.
crossbow.
fantastic.
It's
Because I
it's
want
risky
that.
You know you will.
in terms of like it's fast magic.
Yeah.
But I can repair.
I mean, everybody has
some
magic except for me.
armor. But
So here's my problem with this. Somebody in this group went to a lot of work to build us
Can't
out
believe it.
wagon with
So,
supplies to fight
that
the
means I
trade,
have to
get all the
also-
predictions and shit. We used that fucking thing one game session,
yeah.
and that was it. I put
Well,
hours of work into that
We
shit.
didn't buy the all-season tires.
So
And functionally, we don't really need a lot. We're just taking the boat down to the town. We can't take the boat past that. I mean, we're going into the mountains. The boat's not going to be able to go into the mountains.
The only thing
okay, so
But it's about
then what we need to do is get a couple of
each
ponies,
travel.
Yeah.
get a couple of ponies, or donkeys, or whatever, some
Yeah.
pack animals, so we can carry
As we get-
supplies on pack animals, aka we're going to the fucking mountains. Well, that wasn't my character. So, nevertheless, but we need a couple of pack animals and shit like that. So, and
Yeah.
if the king's giving us a writ of authority, we'll probably get all that pretty easy.
So,
I think that-
who believes this writ of authority is going to have any value from Nolan down?
Oh, no, it's
sure.
not going.
It's the Empire.
Absolutely.
It will,
And
it will
for the record-
depend on which groups we find, because there is the rebellion force that's down there.
Yeah.
For a long
I don't know if the orcs are gonna
We have a
Case-
honor it.
They
It's
probably will.
In case
Read this.
you go, in case nobody here really was listening to the social
Right.
intrigue,
The
all
halflings
of the southern portion of this area is wanting to separate.
We want to separate with no.
Yeah, that's what kind of.
Right, Nolan wants to be its own with the entire southern portion.
Right. Nolan wants to take over the Southland, and has pledged fealty to the crown secure their support. The Southland is supportive, but is anti-Nolan at this point.
So where are we going to be stopping in to Nuln?
Of course.
And we have a lot of people to talk to in Nuln.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
You see that top left stack on the board?
ROTC?
That was,
No.
that was- I was gonna make the same joke.
You start with the R, you beat into the OTC.
Oh,
Particularly one of the high priests of the Sigmarite cult.
Yeah. All the religions are cults.
that was like 3 months ago for him, man. Come on now.
No, I'm
But,
just saying,
sure.
what do you want to talk to him
The only
about?
thing that I would
Do
really
the
want
purple
is maybe high
It's
quality
fucking
heavy
purple
crossbow.
vein at this
and
point. We have a bigger,
I
quest.
don't know anything
That I
about
agree.
getting high quality different.
I mean, we have
Stuff like that.
chased down
Now it
every
depends
possible
on-
thing you could think of with the purple hand
Now,
and
depending
gotten
on what it is,
zilch.
just
Okay.
think of
We can-
basic.
To the point where we suspect the
do
fucking
you
purple
have
hand's involved
all
in
the
this king
armor
thing, and we still don't have
you
enough
have-
evidence to
you
kill a
have-
single
you have
human being over it.
Okay, then we can bypass the evidence.
Okay.
Did you get
I'm not opposed to
I
that.
have one.
Well,
Right.
at least let's kill the people that are making him sick.
How about this? The longer we spend researching the
Right.
purple hand, the more time we
You'd still
allow
be
them
there.
to get ahead of us.
Yeah, they're so
Yeah.
far ahead of us.
But
on
I
this.
guarantee
You
you
get most of the time.
that this guy's research has not gone blindly throughout this city. We need to gather what we can for supplies and get the hell moving.
I might be able.
However,
However,
we left that crypt unprotected with obvious chaos influences in the realm.
are we gonna go back to that?
I just want to check on it. If it's not exposed, I will not open it. You have my word. If it's been opened, what are you going to do at that point?
And it's our duty to track down the relic and return it.
trust?
I have
But
contact.
hold on.
To a certain
If we
extent,
find the relic outside of outside of the poor warrior's grave, we have to take it back. We have to safely escort it back to Altdorf, have it re-sanctified.
No.
Then-
It will be wholly amongst the two of you.
You're right, actually.
I am agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I am trying to say we should hold on to it.
If the grave has been opened and it's been defiled, and therefore it's the Lord sanctified, and it's up to our duty to.
Well, we'll be able to figure that out at the time.
Yes.
I know a little bit about graves.
That's what I'm saying. This is fantastic. We have an expert. He could tell you
He's
the
studied his
finest
last couple
detail.
of years for this mission.
The finest detail of the script is it all been breached? He could tell you. And at which point, if it has, we would have to open it. I mean, if the door's not open, thing.
He just,
We can have this conversation there. You guys can try to brainwash me. Later.
Yeah, what are we doing? We all get our
We have to wait till next session to do it.
we all get our charm
You're right.
upgraded because we spend the entire
At the
time
end of the session, make sure you put a
3
couple
weeks
points
trying
in
to charm
brainwashing.
this guy.
Right. I can only get 5 ranks though because it's not a class skill for me.
It is for me and my fellow.
Oh wait, no, but that's a basic skill.
Yep.
So I can get 10 ranks.
I'm gonna go around the city. Oh, I was gonna talk to
Oh,
her.
but you test that.
Okay. So you're gonna you two go off to find Elvira. I didn't figure out what the three of you are gonna do for the morning.
Well, I
I gather you're concerned about supplies.
supplies and I want to. I definitely want a map. Not that I can read it. And as much information as he's able to find before we leave.
He can provide you with a basic map of Blackfire Pass from the histories. Okay.
With the
You'll have to
two
check
different
locals to
levels.
see if there's anything more definitive.
1980.
Okay.
Oak Ridge Boys, 1980.
Okay.
Yep.
So, like I said, I have. There's probably a half dozen different handouts that I didn't
Yeah.
even think about preparing.
Yeah, no worries.
Otherwise, I'd give you a whole stack, and you guys can make your own declarations. But one of those is a map of Blackfire Pass.
I'm gonna have to reorganize that board again, aren't I?
And then I want to make sure everybody's got what they need before we go. Any
Okay.
specific upgrades or even secondaries.
So, I'll assume you head off to do the shopping and get all the supplies. You gonna go with him or do your own thing? Okay. So Ben and you go.
Okay.
You spend most of the day doing the shopping, and within reason, you're able to acquire whatever you need that you have funds for. Okay. Matt, what were you gonna do for the day? You got the morning and part of the afternoon, and so you guys are meeting with the scholar, and then, as I'm understanding, you guys are planning to leave shortly thereafter.
Well, they wanted to rest. Do you guys want to rest the following day?
You know,
That's
we can
up to
rest
you
on the
guys.
boat.
No, you don't have a boat.
Well, then we need to secure a boat.
Okay.
So I guess I'll do that.
Okay.
I don't have the writ.
He just kills an entire group.
I grab him. We need to go secure a boat. We can't just do it tomorrow or do it tonight. We need to do it now. You've got the writ.
Okay.
Get some
I guess we'll go with them to the Smelly Harbor.
I can't do it alone. That's
You grab your war horse and ride down there.
You're gonna give me the boat
I don't
because the
have
king
enough
tells me so or tells you so.
I think you
And you see a bright purple boat named Elven.
that.
Okay. So you head off to talk to Elvira. You know where her shop is, so it's fairly easy
I've
to
been
find.
there,
Yeah, you've been there, so it's fairly easy to find her. She's currently tending some plants and so forth when you walk in. She looks up, excited to see you, and says, "Oh, welcome, Frederick. It's been a few days. How can I assist you? You're not feeling unwell, are you?"
I walk over to her shop door, lock it, or slide it, or however it locks,
Okay.
without saying a word.
Okay.
And then I turn around and walk back over to her, and I pull the hammer out, and I set it down on the counter, and I turn on my Intimidate,
Okay.
and I'm like, let's talk about purple brain fog.
And that's where we're at.
Purple brain fog.
Isn't that what it's called?
Purple.
Brain rot. Purple brain rot.
Sure. Purple
Man, that
brain
won't-
eater.
That would
Something like that. Purple
That'll-
brain.
That would have been a good clip.
Okay.
What do you know about it?
It's a horrible disease. Comes from evil creatures, demons, I believe. Why?
You know anybody in the city who might have it?
None that I can speak of.
Good answer.
That was,
Political.
even with my Intimidate, she's.
Remember, he causes fear.
Yeah.
Well, give me a.
And I've done everything in this situation I can short of fucking hitting her to. And this is coming from her friend.
I'm not disputing
Because
that.
I'm the one who set her up with all this stuff.
I am perfectly fine with that. So first off, are you silver or gold?
I'm silver 3.
Okay, so silver to silver is a 0. She is friendly to begin with, is plus 10.
Okay.
Okay. Average roll plus 20.
So plus 30.
Okay. You have your fear, gives you another plus 20.
It's plus 50.
It's a private isolated conversation for an extra 10.
60.
And she's equivalent to a typical person as far as negotiation abilities.
Can I assist in this?
You can make a separate roll, but your effect will go equivalently.
For or against.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going
I
to
mean,
use
he has plenty of bonuses already. I don't think that's really going to be much of a factor.
Yeah, I'm at 124 on this roll.
-6.
100.
Man?
Because we max out at 60, right?
What's your roll?
You have a 64 base skill.
No, you
Intimidate?
your skill maxes out at whatever it is. You roll, and
Yeah,
that's the
but-
success level.
But the bonus I can get is max 60.
Combat mechanics have a
Okay.
max of 30 and negative
Still, I have a
something or whatever. I don't know
Base,
what it is.
yeah, at this point, my roll has to beat 124.
Yeah.
Man,
Good
okay.
thing, because I rolled like shit.
Well, you still did great. So you start talking to her, intimidate her. Very quickly, she breaks down. First off, you gain a fortune point.
Okay.
She's got a
Nice.
+6. You recover a fortune point. You can't go over your max. Okay. If that matters.
It does.
She breaks down and explains to her that she's aware of the fact that the king is said to have purple brain pox. The physician, Kappelmuller, whatever his name was, Kappelmuller, came to her several months ago, begging for any assistance and aid and so forth, and she told him that there was no cure. Nothing she was aware of. The best he could do is alleviate the symptoms. She started giving him some basic things like some moonflower and some pine shavings, and told him how to mix it to get a soothing elixir to adjust the pain associated with it. But he kept coming every few weeks or so and kept asking for more exotic materials. The concern is that, as she told him, these other materials that he was asking for don't really treat brain pox, but they do make somebody lethargic and suggestible, and she's very concerned about that.
Kill him.
Okay.
I make an intuition check to see if she is telling the truth.
Sure.
Nothing.
+2.
Two successful.
Yeah, she seems to be allied at this point and actively seeking to help your goals for the +6 result.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your valuables and you're going to pack them up right now.
Okay. Where am I going?
I'm so proud of that right now.
You're going with me to the church.
Okay. And then what?
You will be under our protection.
Oh, okay.
And I cannot tell you any further than that, but you will have to remember everything you took. So if you have a ledger or anything like that of the ingredients you've given him,
Yeah, I can I'll gather all my notes and the recipes and everything.
do it. And do it quickly, and you keep an eye out.
Did you talk to the page?
The whom?
The page. Kappelmuller was always so busy. He sent a page to collect the ingredients.
Does he
Short fellow, bowl cut on his hair.
Does he come around often, or how often is he
every week or two? Always had a weird smile, but I mean he was here from Kappelmuller, so I gave him the material.
Wait.
When do you expect him to
Wait.
get?
Wait. No. I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
I have a brainwave.
Purple brain pox.
I'm not gonna say what it is, but this would be a really good opportunity for Dad. If it's what I think it is.
That is the most vague statement that you could use to say, I'm going to be smart. I'm smart when the time comes.
Okay. Anyway, she tells you that it was about every week or two,
Mhm.
a page would arrive from the palace.
So nothing consistent. Like it wasn't every Friday.
It wasn't a fixed schedule.
Okay.
He hasn't seen him in a few days. But they would arrive at the place, pick up the supplies, and take it to Kappelmuller.
Okay.
He would come every so often if he needed adjustments or whatever. But there was always this page that always made her feel a little off every time he would come into the place. He's a
Okay.
weird little fellow.
Did he have any distinguishing marks on him?
No distinguishing marks, but like I said, he had a very distinctive bowl cut to his hair.
Okay.
Did the demon from Bogenhaven have a bowl cut? The little childlike one that happened in the final fight? Does this
Give me
description,
more specifics as to.
this description, does it bear a resemblance to the small demon that we encountered during the final fight of Bogenhaven?
Yes.
Okay.
Matter of fact, sounds exactly like him.
Sounds good. There you go.
Were you at the Bogenhaven fight?
No, but we have.
But I
We heard the
was.
stories, and you were.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I was there. So thank you. I make that connection then. I'm like,
I
oh,
figured somebody may remember it. It was a long time ago again.
yeah, I could barely remember every game session, much less.
the little hint at the end that he was
Okay.
a small fellow that always creeped her out.
Man,
That
I
I
got
had
to be careful. Like, how do I get her back? I almost want to send you off to go get somebody Fuck, we just gotta go. Okay, do you have a cloak or anything you can put over?
Sure, I have a traveling cloak. I'm gonna have to carry my goods though. You told me to bring the records.
He's a strong guy. He can carry it.
Okay, so you're gonna take her and her supplies or whatever to the church.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I can handle 8 more encumbrance, but I think it'd be awkward having you carry it with the 10.
You look like a peasant. You're good.
You carry your stuff.
I'm worse than a peasant. I'm brass.
I'll help her pack her stuff up,
Okay.
her notes, all that stuff. Keep an eye out, listen, because I got my helmet on, I can't hear shit. So, and yeah, and then we will escort her.
To the
I
church.
will walk in front of, and he will walk directly behind her.
Okay.
And anybody gets within like arm's reach of us, I shove them out of the way. I'm gonna be very aggressive about keeping everybody away from her.
I
Okay.
will particularly be keeping an eye out for this demon.
Okay.
And then
You see no signs of a demon.
yes.
You do see the occasional person with a strange bowl cut, but it
Immediately
doesn't
kill
appear
him.
to match any of the descriptions.
Just some
Okay.
random friars
Yeah.
walking
Fairly quickly, you demonstrate to the crowd, don't come close, as the streets are crowded and you're pushing people out of the way. People seem aggressive on the street already,
by. Mm-hmm.
but none of them seem to go toe-to-toe or wanted to go toe-to-toe with the priest. So you bowl your way through the crowds and everything, get to the Church of Sigmar, otherwise without much incident.
Okay, I will take her straight to the Grand Theologist,
Okay?
and I will have her explain everything, and I'll tell him all of my connection with her, everything we had happened at the church, or at the,
Okay.
the everything, and
Okay.
tell him, you guys have got to protect her with everything.
Okay.
Because she's one of the keys to what's happening here.
Okay.
So,
She explains the whole story. He listens attentively. I mean, he knows her quite well since she provides his medicine as well.
okay, fair enough.
So, but yeah, not they'll protect her. For how long are you considering?
Well, we're about to go on a
Religious quest.
Expedition.
That's kind of the word I was looking for. Thank you. I was trying to find a good word. Expedition. We may be gone a few weeks.
Where are you going? The Empire's about to go to war.
Well, I'll tell him that we have a lead on the real Gaz Miraz thingy. I can never remember the fucking Galmaraz. I hear Galmaraz in my head, and then I'm like, it can't be Gal. It can't be Gal. Every time my fucking brain's like, it's not Gal.
It's for the jazz hands.
We have a lead on the real Galmaraz,
Okay.
and we're gonna go find it. And if we can find it and bring it back and potentially heal the real Emperor, then
The Emperor's sick?
I think they shared everything.
Now they did.
no, I did. I told him
And that's
when
fine.
I did the full exposition dump
Okay.
on
If
everything that
you're
we've
going to
done,
dump all information to him,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay.
and tell him to keep his damn
I'm just
mouth
trying to
shut.
figure out how many people you trust. Everybody's trusting.
This is why I went to the Grand Theologians, nobody else.
I fully agree.
So,
Wizards now.
Huh?
The wizards now.
well, I have the way my character would see it is Grand Theologians is only second to the Emperor in holiness.
Yeah.
So I would have to trust him because one, he's never shown any reason for me not to trust him.
Okay.
So,
Could be uniform.
Right.
so
The tower in the
supposed to
middle.
be sowing the scent.
yeah, I don't care. I dump everything on him. Dump it so I don't have to worry about it and I can leave.
Okay.
And
So they will keep her safe
good.
as long as they're capable of.
I'm going
Hey,
That we all know fully well, half of you guys worship
This will be a
many.
major expedition, and we need the best weapons we can acquire.
Give him what he needs. We're talking one item.
You need a new flail?
Yes, I would like a higher quality flail. Than
Holy flail.
this has served me well, but it is getting worn down and broken. I would like a higher quality flail than the one I'm using, for fear it will break in the upcoming fights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll handle that shortly, as far as gear and so forth. You head off to check for a boat.
Can I stop you for a second?
Sure.
While we're doing this, can he take quick copies of her notes? in case something happens, we have the list of ingredients and shit that she's used.
Okay.
Since you have the read and write, you're actually
If he can read and write and has the capability, sure. If you take some notes while you guys are talking,
yeah.
that's fine.
Like intelligent guy, he says.
You speak like 14 languages.
How was he get hit in the head?
And you're not an elf.
I speak them terribly.
I heard you try to speak Spanish earlier.
That's the GM said that.
It's true though.
It is very true. He is not an elf.
I will try to make. Hey, I have art icons.
He's the lesser
So-
me.
You're intelligent.
We all are 27.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so
That was fun.
Well,
you're looking around for a boat. You said you want to hire what, a barge? Buy a boat?
We've been on a barge before.
You have
That was kind of comfortable. It didn't like
rock.
too much.
We only had people attacking it almost every other night.
That's
True.
true. That was not a smooth journey.
It's hard to barge in.
Fucking octopus,
Wow.
beast
Oh,
man,
octopus never attacked you on the barge.
Yeah, we just had the same bounty
Actually,
witch hunter.
very little.
Oh no,
attacked
you're
you
right.
on
It
the
was a
boat.
beast man who had tentacles.
It was very few attacked you while you were on the boat. It was when you were on the shore.
Yeah, every
And
time.
need I remind you, that boat was painted bright purple and gold.
Whatever is the fact it was, I remember that. Whatever's the best mode of travel, they could also carry everything we need. Like
A barge,
Horses,
a barge
pack
is going to be the well. If you're bringing pack animals and horses, it's going to be a barge.
in a barge, it is.
Or
God,
do we
they
want to
got back
rely
for
on
that.
getting that stuff at whatever that town was called?
No, because I
we
think
had-
the authority, the perceived authority of the king in the Southern
Weak down
Kingdoms
there.
is probably not reliable enough for us to walk up and be like, all right, we need 4 pack animals.
And buy them.
I was gonna say they can just give us gold instead of.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we can get a stack of cash.
My thinking is take a faster and comfortable boat, so we can get there faster. Then we can get the supply animals and stuff.
You didn't have to say more comfortable because that just makes me want to go against you.
No,
That's the elf telling you, God, why'd you have to do that?
dude, my day is we walk around, the 3 of us walk around in full armor, and you're talking about comfort. We're like, get fucked.
He's all leather.
But I'm all
Yeah.
for the idea
I thought you were in
of
full plate.
unloading the
No.
coffers to us in some healthy manner to where we could afford horses
Still full leather. Still
upon our arrival to that town at the base of the pass.
Oh,
That sounds fantastic.
better than metal.
And anything that's going to get us there faster,
you get hit.
once again, fantastic. So I agree. Especially if it means we leave all of you guys' stupid horses behind.
The elf is agreeing with the wizard.
We do all the time.
God, we're passing
Game
wicked
interruption.
That's not funny.
What? What do you say?
Nothing. Because I don't know if it's joking.
I'm not there.
I would.
See, he's like, I'm not joking. Son, I'm waiting for the secret message to pop up.
Still open, given we collapse the
Did
castle.
everybody else hear what he said?
No.
Don't know. Yeah, it hasn't been there for a long time.
That's
We might run into a roadblock in the fact that we collapsed the castle into this river.
no, we already. We're good. We know we're good. The group as a whole does.
We've sailed. They would have excavated that by now because that's the major route from Dome to Ultima.
And those of us that were in the river when it collapsed around us,
Yeah.
me, we were fine.
Okay.
The rest of you were on land running away while I was trying to
Hey,
navigate
the
the river.
rare sea elf.
We do got to make a
River
note
elf.
Camperbat's on.
Yeah.
We've heard of the high elf, the wood elf, and now the river elf.
Do we have a reason to visit the tower?
No.
You guys call it the Black Tower, I believe. What was
The one we built.
I think
that?
that's
The one that you argued with the guards as it was built? Yeah.
That's up
The one with the creepy ghost.
The
Yeah.
dwarves and then the
Yeah.
library in the basement. and
Yes,
all that shit.
library in the basement that he teleported to,
Yeah.
and he got damn near eaten. Didn't you die there?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
No, okay.
He died there multiple
There's
times.
a lot upstairs.
But there's
I
like
don't
a
know
lot of.
about
But there was something
secret.
about
Wasn't
somebody
that
getting knocked
tower?
unconscious.
Yeah,
It was
that
that
tower,
tower.
yeah.
It
He
was
was
that
trapped in
tower.
the hole underneath. Yeah.
I was surprised when we were fighting the big demon bear
Yeah.
there. We didn't like hide in the
Yeah,
tower
it was fun.
because they
yeah, that's where he.
Castle.
Yeah, that's where he
Yeah.
got shot in the face.
Yeah.
And
And then I
stabbed.
got stabbed.
And beaten.
That was afterwards.
That was not my fault. I was trying. I was literally like, "Hey, look, he's coming back, guys!" And they're like, "Ah!"
That's not how I remember it.
Exactly how I put.
No, you told the guy, hey, he's moving.
Nope.
Yep.
That was Milton.
Was it Milton?
Yeah, it
Milton's like, that's the undead. You should definitely stab that in the head. And he
Should
went
we-
over and stabbed you in the head.
Stabbing the
Should we
throat.
go ahead and
Yeah.
figure out where XP's going? Since we're doing that at the end of
Yeah, I was
the
not
session
happy
now?
with that because I was going to use you as
We
a
can do
distraction
that.
to break loose.
Yeah, that's my goal. Whether
Okay.
or not the rate of authority we can like acquire a boat from some poor person, or
I'm
either
saving mine
pay,
for it
or
now.
like pay them for driving or XYZ, whatever it may be.
Okay, so you can hire a barge. I don't think any of you have the skills to drive a boat. Okay. Or if you want to make be a lot more notable, you can probably secure a military boat.
Okay.
Okay. So the question is this a matter of carrying gear or being less notable, or is this only about speed? Okay. From your knowledge of the writ and so forth, I mean the Emperor commands several naval vessels in this area.
I mean, my idea would be speed and comfort because we can get pack animals down at the bottom. I mean,
If you're planning to buy supplies at the end when you get off the boat, that's doable.
yeah, I mean,
And I want to get there fast only because of the idea that I feel like we're already behind the times and somebody's going to
Okay.
get there.
Well, you two are making the arrangements.
All right.
Okay. So you ask around with the Emperor's writ. You are given passage on the Carolberg. It is an Imperial fast patrol boat.
Okay.
Okay, which implies like motorized, but it's absolutely not. This is a sailing boat, but it's built for speed and defensive measures with weaponry. Okay, basically a small warship.
Gotcha.
Has a crew of 28 men
Holy shit.
plus you guys.
Will it reach the far reaches that we need to get to, or is it
Yes.
strafed to? Okay.
No, it's designed to operate in the rivers of the Empire.
Okay.
Okay, it can get you as far. It's pretty sizable, but it has a fairly low draft as a result. Now it's not going to get you into the right up to the shore or whatever, but you can take a boat up to that, etc. And there might be some areas where it has some more difficulty. It's armed with cannon and other defenses. The captain is Brunhilde von Flam,
Mom.
a fairly flamboyant Southerner, who welcomes you on board and advises you to travel light. There isn't much space.
It's fine by
Okay.
me.
So personal gear, and that's about it.
I would ask her. We have a couple of places that we need to stop along the way.
yeah, we said we can get all that stuff at the other place.
We have places we need to stop along the way.
Per the writ, we're here to serve at your command to get you as far south. If you need to stop along the way,
Again,
that's
I
fine.
have spots in
Um,
college.
But I gotta
for
caution you, we can't be gone too long. We've been mustered to form up and head north within a couple of weeks. So this takes precedence, but we're going to be eager to return as quickly as possible.
How long will it take you to get to? My screen died again.
Yes.
To the south.
Yes. All the way
Good
to.
Rasenstadt.
Yep.
Okay.
Grenzen.
I don't know what you're
Grenstadt.
I don't know why.
Grenstadt.
Gretchen.
You know how bad.
Gretchen. Gretchen.
Okay. Range.
You would get on that horse, he'll eat you.
It looks like a fairly narrow tributary going to Grenstadt.
Yeah, they can get there. The trip will take them to Kemperbad, then to Nuln, then to where do they go from there? Striesen, and then to Grenstadt.
Oh, so they're not even going the way we want them to.
Well,
They went to Striesen, which is the wrong way. Striesen.
The end
Streisand.
destination was Grimstad.
Right, but Streisand doesn't connect. That's way
By
north.
road.
By road it does, sure, but that's it.
We got to teleport it.
Is that what it is? Okay, so I'm glossing over what their listed route is. I don't have a simple summary. They'll get you south, and we'll sort that out.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it could be that their route won't take us there because
Yeah,
Streisand will get to Averheim,
One of them goes Nuln to Streisand.
and that's the wrong direction. We want to go straight south from Nuln, which will be
Well, if we go through the moot, we could end up in a different.
Well, that takes you to eventually to Averheim.
right, which is then we'd have to go over land because the moot is a moors, right?
Right.
You can't put a boat through there.
Right. As far as she is concerned, the furthest south she can go towards the Blackfire Pass is to Averheim. From there, you can take the Old Dwarf Road into the mountains.
Jesus,
I told you.
that's a long
Okay.
way. How many of these hexes can we go per day if we're on horseback?
Slower than a boat.
But you don't know
Yeah,
what that is.
I don't know right offhand.
So-
I can calculate that.
We get another boat.
Okay, now she's per the adventure scenario. She's prepared to wait for you in Averheim for up to 1 month. Okay. After that, she's going to return to Altdorf and report you missing. Okay.
Meanwhile, it takes a month to get down.
Yeah, we'd have to know what to travel because that's a long way.
It is a long travel. I'll
That was the way I had originally thought would be faster.
yeah,
though.
according to this,
Completely agree.
you go past Grenstadt to Averheim, and then it has you go back to Grenstadt. So it makes more sense just to go to Grenstadt and stop there. And then there's a road that goes southeast from there into the mountains.
Yeah, I mean
That's the one that you would take.
Yeah, it makes complete sense to do that route. But
Yeah.
Talking about on the road.
Yeah. So they'll stop in Grenstadt instead from the map. Because based on what little map I have here, you go to Grenstadt and then I guess you go east to Averheim.
No, Grunstadt is literally at the base of the mountains.
Right.
I think
of the Blackfire
It's-
Pass.
Right. But the map Averheim is east of Grenstadt, right?
Yeah, northwest.
North.
West.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I think it's okay. Averheim is the region is what they're referring to. I think there's probably a town of Averheim.
There's a fairly large town of Averheim.
Right.
And way north, like way northwest.
Yeah. Ignore that. So, their description is there's a bluff
Yeah.
over the river Aver.
Here's Averheim. Here is Grunstadt.
Ignore Averheim then. They're going to Grenstadt,
Okay.
which will then let you get directly off of that, take the Old Dwarf Road into the Blackfire Pass.
Okay.
Okay. And Grenstadt looks like a sizable city, not Altdorf level, but it's bigger than a village.
Yeah, I looked at it and it looked sizable.
Yeah. So you should be able to buy horses and supplies there if necessary. Okay.
How about a dwarf?
You can't buy dwarfs there. They don't. It's not allowed.
Is it a? I would ask if people understand that town to be inhabited by any percentage of dwarves.
Well, I'm sure
We're
there
going
are.
to need guides,
Yeah.
interpreters. I don't trust certain people that have their.
I'm sure there are.
Okay, good.
You don't trust elves, I understand.
I don't trust Sigmarites. They're all tainted by.
Don't you
Yeah.
have a Sigma right?
Hey, Dad,
Yes.
I have a question for
Type
5 minutes.
Okay.
Mail
I'm
armor,
a true
heavy
Sigmar, I don't
crossbow,
like you.
and special bolt. Is that in the
Right
range of it?
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm going to do for gear. Okay. From the crown, they will give funding based on your station. Okay.
Or
They're not going to give a king's ransom to a peasant.
Okay.
From the crown. Okay. So supplies, and I'm not sure what a good number is. We'll say for if you're bronze level from the crown, they'll give you 5 gold worth of supplies.
Which would be a lifetime.
Which
service.
is a lot, but you are working in the crown. They don't really have any sense of what that means to a peasant.
Mhm.
Okay. If you are silver, we'll bump that to 20 gold.
okay, that already covers that.
20.
If you are gold level, then they'll bump that to 40 gold. Okay. Now, separately as the church for your representation, especially since you're brass and you get barely any.
Brass 0.
Yeah, I would get that.
Well,
It literally never goes above brass 0.
the church will provide, we'll say, another 5 gold worth of stuff for your benefit. Similar things, but from the church. Okay. They expect to you to hold yourself to Sigmar standards and hold yourself well, and ideally return the gear when you return.
I don't see how you're going to be able to do that.
Hold himself to standards. We'll be able to hold himself to standards, just not the right standards. Anyways, with that, you can define whatever it is you take from the thing. Okay.
You're nowhere near flatulent enough for that.
Flatulent enough. How much does a fine quality, like a plus 10
10
or
times
whatever?
as much. Pardon me.
Okay.
I believe it was.
Times.
Well,
Which would equate
well,
about to about 60.
that was
60 gold.
okay. So that was our Rolemaster addition
Correct.
to it. There in base Warhammer, there's now plus 10, plus 5 items.
Right.
You can get item qualities, which I believe is like times 5. I think they define it as times 5, and you get an item quality. Like the item's lightweight, it looks fancy, it's practical, and
Okay.
different qualities like that.
All right.
Whether or not we're going to add the plus 5s and plus 10s like we do, like I know we have a couple items that do that.
Mhm.
Whether or not we're going to incorporate that, that would be a separate thing outside of the game.
So,
Okay.
what is a flail base cost?
Military flail base cost is 3 gold.
Guys, I hate that.
That is a-
Yeah, I got to get
Okay.
that too.
So, if you don't mind, real
Yep,
quick,
yeah,
where are
no
you going to
worries.
spend your experience points?
Gonna hold it for a
Talent.
the tunnel rat talent.
Okay.
The next
So
one.
50 points are towards Tunnel Rat?
Correct.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Thad, where do you want to spend your experience?
I was gonna put it
Well,
into.
Sorry, Andy. What?
Yeah.
Explain
you're
explain
good.
to me how you're learning Tunnel Rat in the city.
Oh, that's right.
That's the
Right.
criteria.
Yep. Okay. Hold on. I'll wait. Give me this minute. It'll be
I mean,
fine now.
I'm fine with
No,
the
I'm
with
with
the
you.
intent, but yeah, given that criteria, you didn't do any tunnels.
Right.
I don't really
I'm
see the
just running around
development
in
of
the
that
bottom of
talent.
the boat. I'm just crawling around.
You're not even in the boat yet.
You're tunneling in your nose.
I think.
Okay.
I think it's.
I mean, the intent is the
Yep,
points
I'm
go
with
into
you.
something you
Yeah.
use.
Can it be something adjacent? And the reason I say that is because, like, I used Intimidate,
Mhm.
right? But my Intimidate's already at max level.
Intimidate's a skill. There's no
Yeah.
max level.
He didn't answer that.
Oh, okay,
You
okay.
can go as
I-
high as you want to intimidate for the same price. It doesn't benefit you as far as class.
Well, the
advantage.
reason I ask is I kind of did some charm. There's kind of some cool
you did
stuff.
charm. You did.
know.
You did intimidate.
all the fellowship kind of things.
As long as it's explainable. This is what my intent was.
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not, I don't want to be super strict because otherwise it's going to get into an hour discussion.
Fair
So-
enough. I'm trying to get to tier 4. Damn it.
Right. The intent is to play the spirit of your character, which means influence.
Yeah.
Fine. Where are you spending your points?
40 points into 40 XP into Intimidate as I escorted the chick along, keeping crowds off her, stuff like that.
Okay. George?
Assuming you're following my logic with the whole magic stuff of investigating and everything like that, I wanted to spend like 50 into buying the War Wizard talent.
Okay. Fine with that. Matt?
I wanted to try to all I pay to get to my next tier of my class because I'm at that
Okay, just want to unlock the next class?
class. That's it.
That's
But
fine.
it's only 50 towards it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Unlocking your next class basically just means I've completed all the other stuff. You've already done that
Okay.
practical. There's nothing in game you can say. Well, I did level 3 elf stuff, because that's more generic.
Yeah, mine's putting 50 toward it. I'm not getting it this session.
Okay.
Saving it for now. I'm not sure exactly what. or
Okay.
what. I'll determine that when I have one.
But that
Well-
brings up a risk. Like I'm specifically saving. You can't.
Right.
I-
I would say you can't
I
save
did
it.
not use any.
He did sleep in the town.
Yes. There's
Okay,
no
so-
sleep skill.
So do you have stats in endurance already?
Yes.
Are you maxed?
What's max?
What level are you?
3,
15.
10.
There you
Okay,
go.
fine.
Well, this is good motivation, Ben, for you to get a little more involved in the
Right.
role-playing part.
And I would agree. If you hold your points, then you can naturally say, well, today I'm going to work on my weapon skills, and I'm going to put 100, 200 points
Right.
into it.
Well, I was also
that's
gonna-
counterproductive.
I was also gonna look for a talent that I was gonna take, but I doubt I'll ever get a situation where I'll be able to get it.
It's not a match. Well, the talents get unlocked by your classes. Any talents that you have as part of your class, you have the situation to get. You just have to figure out a scenario where you could actually use it. Like Tunnel Rat,
Yeah.
go climbing in tunnels, and okay, now you've learned how to be a tunnel rat.
So lore history,
Mhm.
because I sat and listened to that guy
Okay, let's go with that.
intently, and apparently that's a skill I can get from my.
I'm perfectly fine with it. That and
I
that's the logic.
It's the only lore I've had.
So, and that's what I would say is if you want to learn skills, engage in those activities because otherwise, yeah, you got to put them somewhere.
I have no idea.